Hello, traders. John at StockBookie.com. Today is our live session on 3/8/2017, and we are ready to rock. We're going to go through the usual suspects as always, the SPY, the IWM, and all that good stuff. But if you're not a member yet, go to our website, sign up for a free membership at StockBookie.com. Doesn't cost you anything, guys. Go there. You'll get email alerts before we go live. You'll get trading ideas, trade setups, intraday action like this, and nightly videos on the SPY, the IWM, and all that good stuff. All right, so let's go right into the SPY daily chart. Actually, you know what? We're going to do a little intraday action right off the bat first. So intraday, again, just chopping around here. We're slightly bearish setup here, but we're in noon. We have 27 million on the SPY. So at this point, still tough to, sell these markets. We did come back down here. We did fill the gap from yesterday. So we filled it, and then that's where we started bouncing. Let's keep an eye on this one. Let's see where it goes. Let's go to the 60-minute really quick here. 60 minutes still slightly bearish. We're still below the MA. So let's see if this thing's setting up for possible lower prices. There is a gap fill around 236.50. So let's keep an eye on that one as well. So 36.50, and then you have a couple other pivots down below. Another gap fill right here around the 235.04. So let's just keep an eye on this. Again, light volume prevails, lunchtime on Wall Street, and I wouldn't doubt if we float up a little higher. So IBB's kind of holding everything up. It gets a bit out of the blue. That thing just has a mind of its own. So if you're short with us from the 301 area, just keep holding it. So should be nothing wrong with that one. Let's get into the IWM real quick. IWM was at the lows of the days, has a little bottoming tail here, kind of chopping around, still in a bearish setup here, could possibly have lower prices towards the end of the day. Again, low volume or light volume, it's going to hold these markets up, and that's just the bottom line. Even on the 60-minute, we have a little bit of a tail, so I wouldn't doubt if we retrace back up into this area. That's just the way it goes, guys. Gaps down, then during the day, gaps up. Just looking to see if it's there's some gaps to fill down here around the 135 area, so just to keep an eye on that. You have to just be, don't get complacent in these markets. We could wake up and get a nasty sell-off and then go from there. And if they grind higher, they grind higher on no volume. Again, the 140 area is the big area of the IWM, so that's what we're going to be watching, see if it goes. That's more on the daily, though. So the Qs, let's look at the 10-minute on the Qs. 10-minute, again, this thing just rocket ship straight up in the double top here. Pretty much just like yesterday, right to double top, fell apart. Pretty much same thing. Look at this, guys. Straight up, straight down. Now it's going up during lunchtime, chopping around. Then at the end, they sold off. Same thing. Straight up into double top, straight down, probably into, let's take the bottom here, probably 50% retrace, I would say. Yeah, 50% retrace. You have the MAs here. You have some support coming here, old gap fill. Bam, right back up to the top. So let's see if we do get a little bit of selling towards the end of the day, just like the other day. Yeah. Again, boom, straight up. Boom, straight up. Boom, straight up. I mean, that's just the way it is on this light volume crap. So just keep trading, guys. Intraday action's been pretty good. I can't complain. Let's go to the DIA real quick. DIA, same thing. Just pretty much a flat day, nothing crazy. Well, yeah, it is only penny up. We're still below the MAs. Filled the gap earlier today. That's where it kind of bounced, came back to the lows of the day. That's where they're holding this thing. 60-minute chart, you are still going sideways on here. So you have to respect that. A little bit more on the bearish side below the MAs. Still a big gap fill around 207.99, 208 area. Let's see if we could come down here and fill this. I don't know about today, guys. Still light volume on these markets. So if this thing sells off, I'd be very surprised, but I wouldn't rule it out. Let's go to the IYT. This is another one. This 11 cents up. Nothing great. Yesterday had a pretty good move down, but you have double bottom here, 50 MA on the daily. That's where it's holding, but we'll do more work on this later, or we'll make the video later. All right, guys, how's everybody doing today? Let's see here. Hey, I know I keep posting IBB, but you still think weak. You think long-term weak, but what about short-term? Thanks for doing this every day this week. Does options change if it settles above 300 this week? Yeah, you know what? I'm not playing options on this on a lot of this stuff. I'll throw some options out there here and there, Daniel. But right now, yeah, I still think it's weak. I still think there's some manipulation going on here. I mean, look at this. It goes up, it had a nice retrace, and shoots right back up into this area. And today, it catches a bid out of the blue, and it's all, I don't know what's going on here. But one thing I do know, around 300, to this high pivot here around the 304 area. You're going to have a lot of resistance until it gets above there and keeps going. I'm still bearish on these charts. I still think the overall markets are going to pull back, and when it does, this thing will fall, period. So, puts are tough. I mean, if you would have put them on right here, I would have taken the puts off here for the $5 move, and now you're getting creamed. We do have a gap fill coming up on this one too, right around the $300 area, so beware of that. Intraday, you're coming up to the 200 MA. That's where it's kind of stopping, and double top as well. The gap fill is right at, let's see, right around 299.79. So it has a little bit more to go. Even if it goes up in there, you have the gap fill and a 200 on the intraday action. That should pull this thing back. But again, we're into lunchtime hour, so it could actually float. We are in some moving averages here as well. So that's tying this thing up as into this area. Let's put a quick fib from this high to this high, see what we got. 618 is a little bit higher at 300 area, so could move a little bit higher. For me, I'm more long-term, not long-term, maybe a month or two, but I still believe this one's going to head down for lower prices. But that's my opinion. So that, well, my opinion doesn't really count. Sometimes, but we've been banging out some pretty good trades lately, so I can't complain. Again, no more than 10% position of your total portfolio. So if you have a $100,000 account, no more than $10,000 in any position. I would start with 5,000 and then inch my way up on some of these trades, because that's just the way it is. Everything is overshooting. We get a pullback, and then buy the dip shits get in, and bam, right back up. It's like they can't help themselves. Oh my gosh, it's $7 lower. I got to buy. Then they're squeezing shorts, light volume crap, 29 million on the SPY. They, as the market makers, institutional money, they can make these things do whatever they want. If we get a $250 million share sell side on the SPY, they won't be popping crap up. Everything will be dropping. That's just the way it is, guys. You got to stay buoyant in these markets and just roll with the punches and just keep trading. Don't let these, some trades, if they're going against you, don't just let them go against you. Just make sure you're not loading the boat. I can't say that enough, guys. So, all right, but the IBB, yeah, I'm still short. I'm sticking with it. Let's see. What is that? PBYI. PBYI. PBYI, yeah, it's making a nice move off this double bottom here. Never closed below it, so we're going back for double top here. It's kind of a short retrace, short move back up. I like it when it comes like this and comes back around and then retraces up and then comes back in. If you're long this one, tighten the stop. I think the last move will probably be 42.39. Maybe this high pivot right in here. Let me stick retrace in here, just to see. Yeah, we hit the 618 today. It could go here. If it gets to 42.77, 43, if you're long, I'd pull it off. If you're looking to go short in this one, then I would, maybe if you could really wait patiently, the 47.33, and then this high pivot here, if it has more legs to run. I don't know what this is. It looks like it's moving up on earnings or some news or something. So be careful with this one. If you're long, just tighten that stop. It's a $10 move. That's a pretty good trade. And then, just tighten it up. For me, I couldn't short this thing unless we caught up here and maybe the 47. Just let it go up. If it does, if the markets break down, it's probably going to go right back down. So be careful with this. Let's look at the weekly just to see what it's on a bigger time frame. Yeah, weekly, it's a little more on the bearish side, down, sideways, a little consolidation. You are trying to get it back above the moving averages, though, so that will be a little bit strong. But we did touch the 50 MA here on the weekly, so that can reject it. But remember, it's the weekly chart. It could pierce through it and continue to go because it's a weekly play. So it could go up to 47 and then come back. It can even go up to these high pivots too. So just be careful. If you're long, like I said, tighten the stop. If you're short, I'd wait for a little higher prices and then go for it. But right now, markets are just kind of floating. We're down 17 on the Dow. We're up a little bit on the S&P, and the Nasdaq leading the way, guys. That's the strong horse of them all. It's pretty crazy. All right, with some what up with Momo? A short, you think? Let's see, Momo. I don't know what this is. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, let's go to the monthly real quick. Let's see what it looks like on the bigger time. Remember, guys, if I'm looking at the monthly, it's going to be a longer play. Monthly chart takes a little time. It's a monthly, like the 10-minute chart, you're looking at 10-minute plays. You're looking at half-hour plays, more intraday. You start looking at the monthly play, you're looking at just more just more time. You got to give these things time. I don't know what this is, but it is going up nice. At this point, gosh, you did get through this high here, which is telling me it has a little bit of strength. Would I buy it here? No. I could do a little more work on this, but let's just draw this in there too. Gosh, if you're long, just follow that, do a trailing stop, let it keep going. You do have 3 months up on here. Let me look at the weekly. Weekly, same thing. You got a bunch of weeks up, and then you got the last power move. Did they have earnings today, this one? I'm not sure if they did, but if they did, that's why it's possibly going up. Actually, let's go back to the daily here. Yeah, daily, something's going on here. They're getting some news or something. So hard to play a stock on news and hard to play a stock that's really, I mean, it has pretty good volume today, but normally it has what, about 3 million on a day. I guess that's not too bad, but yeah, just grinding up. This could be the last move, but let's see, 2017. You went from 16 to 32. I mean, you almost have 100% move here from the lows. If you wanted to give it a shot short, you can. Just remember, it's, well, actually, volume's not too bad today. It could go to 35 even number. I mean, I don't know what the stock is. Apparently, it's got some volume today. So, I mean, if you want to give a stab, just go short. Remember, just add as it goes to the 34, 35. If it gets past 35, then you might have to just, tighten that stop up and just possibly stop out. If it then it could possibly move to 40. If it moves to 40, that would probably be the next area here. But it's starting to get a little bit extended, but it is popping up on earnings possibly. So it could have one or two more moves up if the markets stay like this. So, but if you want to, if you know anything about this company, this would be a spot to start adding shorts. If you're going to do a couple hundred shares, maybe add 100 here, add another 100 at 35, and maybe another 100 if it goes up a little bit more, then hold tight. If it continues up, then you just have to get out, move aside, and respect it. But yeah, I mean, it's Momo. It's got to go higher, right? It's almost 100% move here. It's going to be pulling back soon, guys. So just play it as a monthly chart. Don't overload the boat and just hold it, hold it for a little bit. Let's look at the monthly one more time, though. Yeah, you got the 20 MA down here. Yeah, you can give it a short, you could give it a stab right here. If you're long, just don't be a pig. Take some money off the table. That's how I would play that one. Meat. Yeah, nothing to do on this one. That's a monthly chart. Daily, yeah, it popped up into this area. Look at that though. You filled the gap right here at 612, and boom, right back down. I hate these $5, $6 stocks. I mean, it's possibly going to move lower. If it does, you're probably looking at the fill at the gap about $5, but for me, there's not a play here. I mean, this would have been your maybe short-term play for a couple days at gap fill or even this high here at 630, but it pierced the even number, filled the gap, and boom, that was it for this one. So be careful. If you are long in this one, tighten the stop. If you're short from up in here, you could be, you're watching for this pivot. If the close below that, you're looking for it to close below this pivot at 550, then ultimately 531, and then gap fill around $5. Once it gets into this area, you do have some good support down here. Maybe, take it off or what have you. But right here would have been the spot up in that area. BCRX. Yeah, look at it. I mean, it's still an 8. I hate these $8 stocks, $10 stocks. They're mostly all these low flyers are all these freaking news driven things. $2 to 850. It's starting to get a little bit extended. First thing I would look at here would be the Fibonacci retrace from this high, this low. Yeah, I mean, you could probably fill the gap here around 1036, $11. If you're long with this one, just tighten that stop up and, enjoy the ride. If you're short on this one, you still have a little more to go. I mean, honestly, you could probably go to $13 on this one. I don't know what the BCRX, I'm not sure what this one is, but you're having a nice retrace here to this down move. Still a little bit bearish, but you have to respect it. There goes the SPY, guys. Pop goes the weasel, baby. Got to get that big green candle in there. Show everybody that if you go short in these markets, we're going to take you out every day. Every day at about 9 o'clock my time, thing magically just starts going up. It's like clockwork, guys. That's why every day I post on StockTwits. Lunchtime on Wall Street. It's that magical time of day. Every day, just buy the dip every day. But you got to do it every day consistently, because if one day you don't, and you get that big rip up, you're going to get that rip down one day, and it's going to make up for all the trades that you take. But yeah, it's pretty incredible. That's why just stay buoyant in these markets and just beware that, you know, it's just manipulation in my opinion. Just a bunch of crap. I mean, all of a sudden we get a big move up here. What is it? 20-cent move, 30-cent move out of the blue. Yeah, get those ES mini traders, shake them out because you know they all went, you know, short at the lows today. So they got to show, you know, the market makers got to show them, shake them out. As soon as they shake them out, we'll go right back down. That's how it happens in the light volume markets. When you have light volume markets, these guys can do whatever they want. You get 200 million on the SPY in a big sell day, they're not going to be able to do shit. I guarantee it. So yeah, so hold tight with this one if you're long. You could go up, you know, looking at 9, looking at 10, looking at 11, the even number. So right now, great move off the low. Remember, you went from $1.61 to $8. I wouldn't doubt if this thing has a nice pullback or it continues up and then the pullback. So look at gap fill here. 11-10 area or 10-11, whichever. Was that finally showing gain? Yeah, snap. Why stay away from that? Let that thing goes down. Hey, what's up, guys? Samir, what's up, bud? What do you think about shorting Boeing? Yeah, I've been telling everyone to short Boeing the last couple of days. I mean, you might still have some room to move up, but yeah, just don't load the house. No puts either. You know, they can hold this thing up for the next 3 months for all I know. SPY's catching another bid. IWM Qs. Did some news? Did Trump tweet or something? Or maybe Obama's tweeting now. Who knows? Oh no, Tepper. He came out and was telling everybody, "Got to buy the markets." And then Siegel will be in line. Then Buffett will be next, telling everybody, "Oh yeah, markets are cheap. Hurry up, buy everything up here at the high." If you want to short Boeing, you can. You know, I was telling everybody yesterday, if you want to use this high as a stop out, I'd use more of the 190 range because it could go a little bit higher, you know, with Trump and everything. But man, this thing's had a hell of a run, you know, even from the 160 area to the 182. That's a $20 run on this stock. And it just keeps going. It's Boeing. It's got to be good. That's what they keep saying. You know, I mean, look at that. I mean, that's a hell of a move on the monthly chart, guys. Getting a little extended. This pig's almost done. You know, but the market stay buoyant. I think it will chop around. That's why no puts in this. Just do small share size. Do a $10,000 position, $20,000 position. Don't look or do 10,000 here and 20,000 if it, you know, another 10 if it moves up. That's how I would play this one. But buying puts on this one, tough to do in these markets, guys. Where's Nvidia? Nvidia's holding on tight too. Let's see here. Shorting, yeah, but I would short BA. I have no problem with that. And also shorting Johnson and Johnson, yeah, I have no problem with that one too. I think we're looking at that one as well. Not I was looking at it with somebody else. Yeah, I mean we're coming back to double top here. Uh-oh, might be yelling. She's asking, what do I do? What do I do? But we're right back almost in the double top here. If you want to wait patiently for the 126 or maybe a pierce up because it could pierce up through. Sorry, guys, for the phone call here. Pierce through maybe to the 130 area. If it gets to the 130, definitely short, but I like this retrace here. It's a little bit tight. I'd like to see it coming back a little bit, take a little more time, but this is the monthly chart. I have no problem with this, but this is more of a safety play. If the markets tank, a lot of people are going to jump to Johnson & Johnson because that's just the way it is, guys. So if you want to go short, I have no problem going short here. Just remember, just go small and add as it goes up. Hold tight. It is a monthly chart, monthly play. It is getting stretched again. See how it got stretched here from the 20 MA? It's getting stretched again. This will come back into the 20 MA eventually. But monthly charts take time, period. What's up, guys? How's it going? Good morning. A little bit behind already. BA looks great for a short. Yes, it does. Yes, I'm short BA as well. Yeah, you got it. Door. Let's look at door. I don't know what that is. Let's see if I looked at it before. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. See, you guys are on it now. Talking. Let's find some high flyers here. All right, Door just pierced the $80 even number. We only have 87,000 traded on a day, so I'm not sure what this stock is or what it does, but on light volume, anybody can move this thing up a little higher. I like the fact that we're kind of rolling over a little bit. Must have had earnings right here, starting to get tired. If you want to short this one, short it. You know, we're right here, and you know, if you really want a tight stop, you know, maybe stop out around 83, you know, above the even number here, you know, 83.27, 83.37 or something, you know, a couple bucks. If it gets above there, stop out and then wait for 85, wait for 90. But I have no problem shorting this one here on an extended play. Let's look at the monthly really quick again. Yeah, it's starting to get extended here. I mean, look at this. Okay, so it gets extended from the 20. Look at the pullback. Then it goes down, even goes down, it gets extended from the 20. Then it shoots up. Again, starts getting a little bit extended, comes in, gets extended, comes back in, and now we're getting extended again. In fact, you know what? I don't like the light volume on this. I'm not sure what it is. Did earnings happen on Door, James? Let me know if earnings already happened. But if earnings did happen, racing steel wheels, only thing I know of. Okay, racing steering wheels. So door, yeah. I mean, I do like the short. I'd like the extension. It could move up a little higher. Let's see. Let me just. Oops. Boom. Yeah. Or here you go. Or you can wait a little. Well, depends where you go. If you go off that pivot there, we're right into it. If you go into the middle of these pivots and do that one, yeah, that's not bad. I like that. But it's fine. Everything moves up. It could move higher. You know what, though? I'm going to post this one on my Twitter page. So I like it enough. It's a little extended. It might go up a little bit higher. Swing, short, or at prices at 80.65 right now. So swing short door. Slow and steady. Don't go crazy with share size. Just remember, it could go a little bit higher. I like the fact that it hit the even number. It could still go up. You know, if it starts getting above that 81.70 area, then, you know, then maybe add a little bit more at double top once it gets there. And if it goes a little bit higher, add a little more. If it really starts to go, you're just going to have to stop out. But just make sure it's a light position. Don't get all crazy on me and then send me emails. Go, I'm getting my butt kicked. You told me to do this trade, blah, blah, blah. I told you to do the trade, but don't load the house. So PLCE, yeah, we entered a short with this one today. Going back and forth with a guy, you know. Place, hold on, PLCE, if I could get it right in there. Yeah, I think, you know what, let this one, you know, we already did this trade here, came in, pulled back, we already covered it. Now we're doing it again. Our average price is right around 114 or 113.50. I have a short-term trade on this, and I have a you know, buy and hold for maybe a month or, you know, maybe a couple weeks, hopefully. Hopefully they'll all come in. But if I get a couple bucks on the first trade, I'll take it off. On the swing trade, I'll hold it off. I think we could get back down to 99 bucks again, or possibly this 90, 92, 93 area down in here. It's another stretch chart on the monthly. Again, it is a monthly play. It will take a little time. So if you're in this one with me, just hold tight, let this thing play out. 120 is a big round number as well. If it moves up a little more, I still have a little more room to add. Again, guys, I'm not taking huge positions in these. I can take a huge position, but I'm not. I rather spread them around with 20 grand in each one, 10 grand in each one, 30 grand in each one. Those trades don't kill me. You know, if you have a couple $100,000 account, do $10,000 positions, $15,000 positions, $20,000 positions. You get 5 to 10% on those. It's a grand here, grand there, 500 there. Who cares? And keep moving on and keep doing them. That's all we got to do. Yeah. So the PLCE, hold tight with that one. You know, it did go up on earnings, so it's got some hype going on, blah, blah, blah. I mean, look at THO. We traded this one already once before. We did it again, and we did it again. You know, and here we go again. Go straight up again and straight back up. You know, we shorted it back here on this move as it was going up. We were adding, and then as it came down, we took it off. And then boom, here it goes again. We started adding, and boom, we're, you know, pulling it off. So, you know, just keep going. But see how this happened. This hitting this some support down here. It's getting a little bit slight bounce. So you know, just hold tight. I want to see this thing go sideways and the next leg down. So if you're in that one with us, just keep holding it. Did pull off half though. So all right, let's see. Hey, Jonathan, what's up, bud? Wow, PPG spike. All right, let's see. PPG. Oh yeah, look at that one. What? Oh my gosh. Did they have earnings or something? Wow. Geez. Well, um, gosh, yeah, damn, it's going up by, it's on news. Let's look at the monthly real quick here. Gosh, yeah, I mean, if you wanted to do something with it, this is the time, but it could have a little bit more follow through here. I mean, here you got a good pivot here. You do have resistance up in this area. You had a great retrace. If you wanted to give this one a stab, just go short. If it starts to move up to the 115, add a little bit more. Moves to 120 double top area, you got to add a little bit more. So if you want, you got to know that you're in at 110. You might be adding at 115 and then 120. If you get that average, you're in around 115 and then play it out. Anybody knows what's going on with this one? Let's see if we can. Is it on stock twits up there somewhere? No, I don't see it there. Gosh, anybody know what's going on with this one? So yeah, it's moving up pretty damn good right now. Let me look here. If anybody knows what's up with that one, it's got maybe it's a Trump trade, maybe they build, maybe they who knows. But maybe on earn something happened here because normally this thing trades no volume. I mean a little bit. Oh no, hold on, that's the monthly. Let's look at the daily. Daily about 1 million a day, so not bad. So yeah, it got something up here, but it went into those pivots back here. Let's look at the weekly real quick here. You want to take a stab at this when you can, but you're going to probably hold on to it. You're up into this resistance up in here. That's where it's stopping. But again, you do have some resistance at 115 and a 120. So if you do add something here, make sure you can, withhold some pain and start adding up at this pivot to around 117. So but that's not a bad trade. It is going up on news, so be careful. They could spread some more, and next thing you know, it's a $120 stock. So just keep yourself safe in this one. Yeah, Stefan. Yeah, SEO finally starting to make a move. Yeah, gosh, that I've been holding on for dear life. We finally getting some downside in the USO. Let's look at the USO real quick. You watch my videos every day. We've been talking about this channel. We've been talking about the moving averages, and we are below that channel. Remember, we were talking about this big bearish pattern, just chopping around. It's still sideways, still going this way. Still slightly bullish because we're at the top of we're at the top of this move. If you go up and then you're counting this, slightly bullish, but when it went down and went this way, that was telling me bearish. Once it broke below here, we just talked about this 200 MA, this low end channel. We did fill the gap today, and it's going lower. I'm still telling you guys, I'm still saying 10 bucks right down in here, this gap fill, and if it really starts to rumble, it's going to be 986. And gosh, this is a good bear pattern. Everybody laughed, right? Everybody laughed at the bookie. Oh, guy, I want to start to do go to meeting stuff so everyone can talk and we can have some fun here, guys. It gets tiring after I'm talking for 9 hours here, but I don't know if it's going to be a disaster with 50 people in there and everyone's freaking, hey, what about this? What about that? But overall, you got this weekly chart. You're coming down here. Remember this pennant here? We got above it, never confirmed. Chopping, and here we go, right back down. Now we're back below the MAs. It's still early. It's still a weekly chart. But wow, look at that killing. Where's the SCO? Yeah, go baby, go. Remember what did it do? Split in half. I think it split in half or whatever the hell it did. But now I'm in the money, baby. Go baby, go. Gosh, give me another 10 bucks on that one, and I'll be a happy camper on the SCO. Hey, Suzanne, what's going on? But yeah, that one's coming in good. How's the goal? Jay, we'll look at Jay Nugget in a little bit here. But yeah, so hold tight. If you're short with me at the USO off this bearish pattern here, even on the weekly, it was strong because it was above the MA, slightly bullish. But when you get something that's chopping, you're going to get some breakdown here, especially the dollar was shooting up. And this was just staying buoyant. Let's look at the dollar real quick. But yeah, if you're short the USO, let's hold that bad boy and let's ride that thing down. Yeah, there you go. So now the dollar's starting to come up. It's pulling back a little bit, but remember, we're looking at the dollar. It did get above this area again. So it came back down, bounced back up, still bullish. We had a nice pullback here, nice retrace. We are into the 618. That's what's stalling this thing out. Let's see if we could get back above that in the next couple of days by the end of the week. Kind of like gold too, it's just chopping, doing this, and all of a sudden it started taking off. It never filled the gap down here. Got the gap window, never confirmed, and straight back up. So the dollar should start going. But again, we're waiting on some I want to see a little more sideways action, 20 MA moving into price, and then possibly shoot up, and we'll start filling this gap, maybe this high pivot. But you know how I say it, guys, one day at a time. I like to get all crazy and get ahead of myself, but the pattern's not there. You just got to slowly let it work itself through, and like the USO. Next thing you know, we're tanking. So and it was great with the USO today. I'm watching this thing and the stockpiles or whatever the hell inventory numbers come out, and you get this spike. I was just like, what? If we have if stockpiles are piling up, why the hell is this thing spiking? And then I went to do a couple things, came back about a half hour later, and here we go, tanking. I was like, so everybody was like, oh my gosh, oil's gonna go. And then they all popped in here, and then they dropped it in their face. But yeah, that is just a bloodbath on that one today. Look at that sell candle. If this thing, I wouldn't doubt if we reverse right back up because they're going to probably try to save it. Because remember, RBC and Goldman Sachs are all, oil's about to run. Here we go. It's OPEC's cutting, blah blah. All the talking heads with their lip service. Turn that shit off, guys. Stop watching that crap. If you're watching CNBC and the talking heads, you're trying to go long on oil. I'm not always right, but let me tell you, you get a pattern like this thing's going for lower prices. We're almost there. We have a gap here, and then the big gap there. I'm hoping it goes down. And I've been saying, I haven't been talking crap on my videos lately. I'm still thinking we're going to test this double bottom again and possibly go lower. I had a level around $6.50. That's where I think this thing's going when it's all said and done. We'll see. I don't know. I've been saying that for a little while. It started coming in here, and I was like, all right, then we bounced up, but here we go. You get a big red candle like this, expect lower prices, or this thing sets up and possibly moves lower. So, all right, that's enough of me babbling here. Your CMG kept bullish. I don't know. I was done with it. So let's see. Did it go up more? Not CMGG, CMG. Does it go? Yeah, a little bit. It pulled back though here, but look at that. Never remember the gap fill. Gap fill was right around 403. Where did it come back to? Right back to gap fill here. Never gave that up and right back up. It did go to 406 though, huh? Yeah, so if you're in this trade and if you held, maybe half position, gosh, you got it to 406. That wasn't a bad trade. $3, $4 or whatever it was off the low. So yeah, you're right. I didn't really look at that one today. I was looking at it yesterday because it was falling in the gap fill, because those are the trades I'm kind of looking for. Ones with big moves up, big moves down. Then I'm looking for gap fills, Fibonacci levels, gap window, anything, high pivot, low pivot, moving averages, stuff like that. But it's bouncing up. But I'm thinking this thing comes right back in, goes sideways some more, and sets up for the next wave down, guys. Markets are still strong, but they're not strong with good volume. It's just light volume float with no participation. So you have to be really, really, open your eyes to that. Because one day when that, like I keep telling you guys this, when you get to 10 o'clock on the SPY and you got 50 million shares and the thing's going lower, something's up. Some participation and some distribution starting. Days like today, they're just going to keep this shit going. That's what these guys do. If the markets go lower, do you think everyone's going to buy houses and buy cars and go out and buy this and go on trips and go on vacation? Every time you get your 401k statement, it's like, oh my God, I made so much money. I got to go buy a bigger car now. I know my car's only 2 years old, but I'm rich again. Like dry ships. When that thing went straight up, everyone was buying houses and cars. Oh my gosh, I made millions. And then 3 days later, it's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with these cars? Why did I go do that? I should have saved my money. So anyways, hey, John, FedEx. Yeah, CMG. Yeah, that thing's still clawing its way up. FedEx. FedEx, yeah, you know what? Just chopping around. We had an area here, we were short and short and short. We're still in a short position. We're getting our butts kicked a little bit, but I'm holding these things. I'm going to wait for these. I have a ton of patience, guys. I don't care. I'll put positions on and hold them. Hopefully, I won't be in them for 6 months, 5 months, but sometimes you have to do it. I'm looking for more of a month, more of a week, couple weeks. I hope to get out of trades, in a day, if it was up to me. But sometimes with these markets, you just get, these shake-ups, shakedowns, and you just got to hold tight. We are short in this one. You can give it a stab. If you came back up to the 200, even better. But if you want to take a small position here and hold on, let's look at the monthly really quick here. Monthly chart, I like the fact that we're still stretched up here. So if you want to give it a shot, short it here. Use this high as a stop out, the 201.36, maybe 202.27, a little bit higher, just in case if it hits double top, holds up, and then pulls back. With puts, it's tough because see how this thing's holding up for the last couple months and just destroying puts. So I would do more share size. But as long as you're still below this big trend line, I think we're okay with the FDX. When the markets do pull back, if they ever do pull back, these will come in. And eventually these will come in regardless. People would distribute. And I'm still thinking, we could come back down to 165 and then test 150 again. So just be aware of that. I still like that for a short. Long, just tighten the stops. If you're long, you want to get above that 201.78 and continue going. But I think at this point, we're a little bit stretched. It went from 119 to 200, guys. It's time for this thing to come back in. Sorry. That's how I'm playing these things. Obama's tweeting. Yeah, right. Exactly. Toll, I'm about to add a little bit more. Let me look at this one again today. Yeah, it's still going up. I like the fact that we're going into this area. We did trade this one before. We pulled it off, pulled our money, came back up. We started adding around, I think, 30 bucks or so, then 34. I'm waiting. I'm trying to wait patiently for a little bit more. I started really small on this one. Again, we already traded this for some good money. So for me, I'm upside down, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just waiting patiently for this one. I'm thinking maybe 37.62. This was an area I was thinking about adding, but since the markets are buoyant, so let's see if we could get up into this red bar here, right around 37, 38 bucks, if you could wait patiently here. If it does get up here, I'll add a little bit more. I'll get my cost average around 35 or so, because eventually this thing will come in again as well. You know, that's just the way it is. You have a lot of overhead resistance in here, and this thing's just grinding up with the market. So, but the market's dumped. This thing's going to be right back down here to 25 bucks. So I'm going to slowly add here. I have a ton of positions short, guys, and I'll keep adding more as the days go on. And when they pull back, I'll keep pulling them off. I don't care. One after another. That's it. All right, let's see. Job creation post blowout month in February ADP. This might be the reason for the SPY euphoria. Job report. Yeah, exactly. I don't care what that says. It doesn't mean anything to me. All I know is that they're just going to keep lip serving this market and telling everybody it's great. They had Tepper out today, which of course I was waiting for him to come out. He hasn't came out in a while. Siegel came out. Buffett's doing his thing. You know, they got the bat phone guys. All right, let's eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's call Tepper today and get him on. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, Buffett will come on and tell everybody he's buying at the highs. And then we get Jeremy Siegel come on. You know, he gets paid from Goldman Sachs to do all his little speeches at all these conferences and stuff at the tune of, you know, 100 grand a speech. So what do you think Siegel's doing? They're like, all right, you need to go out there and tell everybody to buy. Give your Dow 30,000 in 3 years and tell everyone it's great again, blah, blah, blah. And it's, you know, just more lip service. As they're telling everyone to buy, you got Goldman and all the guys are starting to stack up on the shorts. That's just how this crap works. But yeah, reports coming great. I don't know. Everyone I know, their jobs suck. They're getting paid less. Their insurance sucks. But hey, everything's great again. It gets to a point when you're out of a job for 5, 6, 7 years, you got to go back to work eventually because your wife's going, what, are you going to sit on the couch all day? You're not doing anything. So go get the job at McDonald's, get paid the, you know, minimum wage at 11 bucks an hour, and everybody's happy, right? They keep forgetting that all the jobs out there suck ass. You know, the guy who made 100 grand 7, 8 years ago before the last crash, he's making 20 grand. But hey, he's got a job. It's great. Grandma yelling on the line. Yeah, no, Grandma didn't call me today. You know, there's no panic yet. You know, she'll be giving me a call soon when this thing tanks. I'll get the email. UAA is dead, not touching long until the low teens. Yeah, I was telling you guys that yesterday. I think we looked at this one. I think I was saying, see, I mean, we're cracking that level there. I'm still thinking right in here, 1440, maybe 1150. Gosh, we were shorting this thing up here. Everybody laughed. I mean, it was UA at the time. You know, there's two of them, but yeah, be careful with this one. This thing's tanking. You come off of a high pivot, again, stretched on the monthly. You know, everyone was laughing. It's stretched. It's coming back in. Took 3, 4 months to come back to the 20. Sideways action, down she goes. You know, 618. Here's your level around 14, around 15 bucks possibly. But if the markets are tanking, you might get this one at that 9 bucks, 10 bucks. If it goes down there, I would give it a shot. It's still Under Armour, so not bad. It's still I buy their shoes. I don't really, well, I buy their underwear once in a while, but something like that, right? Door 80 buck stock. But yeah, it has such low volume. The only thing, yeah, that's the thing. Door, it's a tough trade. But you know what? Then just go small position. Do a $10,000 position. If you get 5% of it, you make 500. Get the hell out. It goes 10% down. You take the grand. Get out. Steering wheel. Sorry. Momo. Okay, steering wheels. I got you. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, Momo. Yeah, freaking short it. Momo. They sell steering wheels. It's going to be great. But yeah, it's still a, you know, it's going to be a play on earnings possibly, or some news or something. So be careful. Maybe at 35, because that's a big, you know, even number there. Maybe 34, but you know, 38, 33 is not bad. Just 100 shares, a little bit. If it keeps going, get out. But eventually this pig, look how extended it is. I mean, from this 20, it will. When this thing drops, it's going to drop straight down. So if you want to take a little stab at that, I have no problem with it. Just go small. Don't be, you know, the man, I'm going all in. I'm cool because I bought 5,000 shares. It looks cool. So, hi, man, how are you? Can you talk about AMD and GV? The last time I've been solid going up, but it's scary since I don't know the company. AMD, we did go short with that one. Everybody laughed, took our profits. I'm done with my trade, and people are still sticking around and holding on. For me, you know, right now we got 3 days sideways. If it doesn't get back above this 20 MA and fill this gap and start going, this thing's setting up for lower prices. We held the 1262 area because look, you had the gap fill here, you had the double bottom, it almost filled the gap down here, but you would have, you know, after a pullback from 15.55 to 12.59, you're going to get a little bit of a bounce. So you get the bounce, you get all the suckers back on. It's chopping around now because, oh man, I got to go long AMD. Make you think about it. But if this thing keeps setting up underneath this 20 MA, it's going lower. You're going to hit here. You're going to go to 11.78. And I still think you're going to 10 bucks, 10.40, fill in the gap. It can even go to 9.44. And if the markets are tanking, I wouldn't rule out the 200 MA wherever that might be around the $8 level. So just be careful with AMD if you're long. Tighten those stops. You know, I mean, for me, you could have sold it up here, bought it back a couple bucks lower, and then cost averages, you know, then your average would be down in here somewhere. I still think it's setting up. The pattern's really not there for me yet, but a couple days sideways, you get 3, 4, 5 more days sideways underneath this MA, it's going lower. Sorry, I don't care. After a move like this, you know, from $1.84 and everyone thinks it's going higher, you can see a little bit better on the monthly. You know, you get a move like that. I mean, look what happens with the stock. Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. This one was a little slower death, and then it goes down, gets everybody out. Oh my God, I got to get out. Look what it was had, double bottom. That's why it held there. And then it takes off. Everyone gets excited. Oh my gosh, it's AMD. They're the best. Now we're into big resistance here. And then boom. So when this thing runs from $1.49 to 16 bucks, 15.50, you got to expect a pullback. I mean, this was the hype with the NVIDIA and the artificial intelligence, whatever the heck they were talking about. Just be careful. So I was telling you, I'm going short right here. 1467 was a big line, 15 even number. Pierce of it is like, shit, I got to go short. Boom, right move, and we're already done out with a nice profit too. So be careful with the AMD. If you're long, I still think lower prices are to come. That's me though, and that's my stupid opinion. So not really my opinion. I'm just looking at the charts. Wow, GB. Look at this thing go. Oh my gosh, they're really getting the suckers in on this one, aren't they? Scott, is there anything back here on this one? This thing's been around forever. Wow, nothing. If you're long in this one, tighten that stop. Maybe 10 bucks. You know, I'd look at 9 bucks and 10 bucks, $10 even number. I don't, some news or something. They must be making chips for Tesla or who knows, you know, that's how this thing goes. But if you're long in this one, just take something off the table, please. Don't get caught up in this crap. I mean, if you're in it from 259, you're at 8 bucks, you made a hell of a profit. Leave or tighten it up. Take half off something to short it. Or 5. I would wait for the $10 area, you know, because I mean that's still a 15% move or so if it moves up. I'd wait for a little higher prices, but for me, if you were long since this, I would be tightening that stop, taking some profits off the table and say, thank you very much. See you next time, you know. And then if it comes back down, buy lower. And if you really love it, let it go up. But yeah, if that thing's going up and you're long, take the money and run, Caesar. Come on. Come on now. Don't be a pig. You could use that capital and short JPM, Goldman Sachs, Google, you know. Oil, I wouldn't do it now. It's a little bit too late, but Door reported on February 22nd. Okay, so they already did theirs. Let's go back to Door. Yeah, so I have no problem. You know, if you want to give this one a stab, it is light volume name, so be careful. They could continue to push it up. But if you want to give it a short stab and you know, you're looking for, you know, if you do $10,000 worth, you know, whatever, what would that be? Say 100 shares or whatever, or 120 shares. If it pulls back, you know, 10%, get the hell out. Take your money. That's 10% on 1,000 or 10 grand. It's $1,000 gain. Get out. If you want to take off half, take the 500, let it ride. This thing can easily go back to 65 bucks. You'll have some resistance or support around 73, but that's still a $6, $7 gain on that stock. You get 7, 8% and done. I like that stretch job on here. You're up into this trend line as well. It is a light volume name, so be careful with it. That's all I can say. My account 80K. How much would you spend on each stock? Well, you got to think 10%. So you'd do about $8,000 positions. You know, that's how you want to rule that. You know, you could go a little bit more, but just, you know, you want to be in 10 position or 5 positions at maybe 10 grand a piece. And then keep that extra 30 grand just in case if one goes up a little bit more, you know, and as these are coming in, just keep taking them off, taking them off, taking them off. Boom. You want to do a couple little put positions, go with $1,000 in a put position, go $500 max. Then you know at the end of the day, if that put goes to zero, you're losing 500. But if you're making, Michael, if you're making money on these swing trades, you know, 500 here, 700 there, 400 there, then throw a small put position on something. And knowing that, hey, I just had 3 winners for 500, I'm going to risk $500 a little bit. It's all about money management, guys, and putting that in. Yeah, I just saw that, the IBB, right back to the 200 MA. But Door, I wouldn't mind that one. You know, right now, guys, like I said, look for the high flyers, put the positions on. These will come in, but you got to do shares. And they might take a little bit of time, but we'll, once I do a little more intraday action and come in the mornings, we can scalp a little bit more and do some more day trading. We're in and outs quick for 30, 40 cents. That's the other thing too, Michael, save some, save like 30K for some scalping stuff during the intraday action. So, we'll find some more stuff. Once I do this stuff, every day and do the live sessions, we'll be making more money. I have no problem making money in these markets. PPG looks like it has more of a run. Still in no man's land. Yeah, that thing's just pushing up. Hold on, let's go into the IBB real quick here. IBB, yeah, pushing right back up. We're right back into that $300 area. We're into the 200 moving average on the intraday action, so that's holding it down as well. Let's pull that up. Let's look at the 60 minutes, see if there's anything there. Yeah, it did get above the moving averages, but check this out. We did fill the gap today right here, so let's see if that's going to be the end of the road. Gosh, that's actually not a bad trade for intraday. If anybody wants to go short on the IBB right here, I mean, it's still a tough trade. It's almost 2 o'clock. You can, if it does get back above the $300 and say 25-cent area. Where are we here? 299. So yeah, if you want to short this one, short it. Short the IBB if you want to take a stab at it. If it gets above 301 or so, you just got to get out. I'd do maybe a couple hundred shares if you can. And if it pulls back $2-3, you get out. You might have to hold on till tomorrow, but I like this. I like this area up here. I like the fact that you have a little tail going on. You filled the gap, and you got back to the 300 even number. So right now, you're looking at price of maybe $299.73. So $299.73. Let's see how that one plays out. The Chipotle trade played out all right. But if you want to go short the IBB right here, short it. And let's see if we could get out by the end of the day. All right. There we go. So 299.55, 299.73. So let's see if we can pull it back a little bit. I still have trades out there, but I don't mind scalping stuff and doing stuff again. Let's see here. So 299.73. Let's see if we could get out of this one a little bit of cash. Hold on here, guys. I'm gonna try to get some more people in here, guys. You know me. Bring a symbol. Tell your friends. More people in here, more trades we can find. All right, so if you shorted this one, the IBB, stick with it. Let's see if we can get below what we're doing. We're going to see how it's going to react if we come down here to 298.92. If it goes through there, then we're going to watch the 60-minute. We got to get back below. What time is it? We got to get back below the 50 MA on the 60-minute chart. If we do that, then I think we'll head prices. Basically, what I'm looking for, I want to see this thing close above here, and if it continues up and confirms, then we'll get out. If it starts to go pull back, then we're looking for we'll look for a buck or two maybe. I took a couple hundred shares short at 299.73, so I like that. Hopefully I'm gonna be in and out because I do have other trades on this thing. So bring a symbol with you. Let's go XM Mobile. Let's do Facebook. Snap. All right, let's see. All right, let's go back. All right, so that one, the IBB, yeah, great call on that, James. Yeah, I have that one. I've been watching that one. It did hit it. Didn't pull back yet, so just be careful. If it goes up in our face, then I'll just get out. No big deal. All right, PPG. Keep an eye on that one. If it comes across, or I got it up on my chart. So gosh, look at that. Still still going higher. Here's the area right up here around 115. Let's see if we can get there. Maybe tomorrow. Like I said, if you want to take a small position on this one, you can, but just remember, you're going to add more around 115 and possibly double top around 120. Someone's pushing this thing. I mean, look at the volume in this one, guys. I mean, it just popped up. So something's going on with this. So let's see. It's a deal with AKZO. Is that what the PPG is? Okay, so it's deal time. All right. So maybe stay away from that one. But again, if you want to, I'd have no problem with this one. But again, if it pulls back 5-10%, get the hell out. Don't sit around in this one. If it's a buyout or something like that, then stay away. If it's a deal, then we'll see. I mean, it's starting to pull back here. Let's see. Well, let's see what we have. We have it. All right, hold on. 15 seconds here. We'll have a little topping tail, actually. If this topping tail on the 10-minute, if this thing retraces back to the highs, we're going to short this one intraday and see if we can get a couple bucks out of this one. Not a couple bucks, a buck. I'd pull maybe, shit. Let's see. All right, guys, that's a nice topping tail here. If we retrace back up into this area, we'll give this one a shot. It might be too late already. I'd like to see a little more volume in this one, but this could be the end of this one here. If you want to short for a swing trade, I have no problem. But remember, you got to add a little bit more at 115, and I think there's a double top around 120 or so as well. So be careful with this one. If we retrace here, I will enter a short position for a intraday trade. So let's see if we could get back up. This is how I play these topping tails. Let's see if we can retrace back up. The higher, the better, and then we'll short it, see if we could get a little bit of play out of this one. We'll go. I might do only 500 shares on this one, but we'll see we'll see how this thing retraces if it does. If you are short from earlier in the day when we were talking about this, just wait patiently for this one. This one could be over right now. So let's see. IBB's pulling back a little bit. That's a great idea. Hold your JNUG after Fed hike looks good, but until expect to bleed. The gold and everything, I don't. There it goes. Look at that. So I like this. Let's go back to PPG. I'm gonna write that. Remind me to go back. Let's see if this thing goes. Let's see if. Keep an eye on this one, guys. If this thing retraces back up, start typing and let me know. Let me know what happens here. Actually, let's see here. I'll keep this one on the hook here. Yeah, gold came into this area. We talked about the 215. The gap filled down here. It could go a little bit lower. Let's see if it can hang around this 50 MA. See if this thing can hold. If this thing holds on 50 MA, then we did get that short retrace back into this area. Let's see if we can get this gold trade going. They were saying JNUG was going green today. Yeah, it's trying. We had a beat down on this one. It did fill the gap yesterday right here. This is a gap. It could still go down here, possibly. If this thing sets up sideways, then we'll look. But I'm thinking it will set up sideways, and then it will just pop out of the blue and go. Remember when this, where was? Oh, this is JNUG. But here, remember this, GLD. This is and this one here, they retrace it back up and then they just drop it. Everyone's freaking out. Everyone's dumping here. Everyone dumped here, it looks like, too. Everyone, big dump fest here. And then, boom, right back up. Then, it goes back from 107, like I said, to 120. That's a big move. You're going to expect, technicians are taking profits right here, period. Yeah, this one, PPG, looks like it's not going to retrace. But if you did go short from the earlier, we were talking about going short, hold tight, because that's a nice little topping tail on the intraday action. I'm thinking here, let's stick this in here real quick. First stop, 110.31 probably. Let's see if that could pull back. And if that gets past that, then you're probably going to 108 here. So be careful with this one. If you're long, like I said, tighten the stop. You have a nice little topping tail. Damn, I wish it would have retraced. We would have taken that trade. IBB, flat on the trade in at 299.73. Let's see if we could get a buck out of that one. Damn, look at that, already falling. Damn. You get moves like this parabolic, and then you get this little tail here. Not that it's not going to stop it from going up, but that's a good sign telling me that this thing's exhausted, that we could possibly get in a little bit of pullback. If the SPY and everything starts to pull back, which it looks like it's starting to a little bit, this should come in a little bit more, as well as the IBB. That thing, oh my gosh. Squeeze it up, squeeze it down, squeeze it up, squeeze it down, squeeze it up. It's like crazy. That's why a lot of this stuff I just sit tight, put the position on, let it play out. Okay, crazy light volume. Today, all over the site, cyclic close through the running 5-to-1 for the day. Cool, great job, Michael. What is that one checking off at the end? At the end, this is PPG. Yeah. Oh my God, PPG is flying on a deal with. Okay, so that's what. Okay, so Suzanne, that. All right, so let's see. I mean, there's nothing up here, so you can't really say. Let's see if this thing pulls back a little bit. I don't know what the deal is. Told had more to run. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I buy whatever Kramer says. Yeah. Oh, me too, man. I even use margin when Kramer tells me. Brian, that is laugh out loud. Yeah. AMD $8 to $10 stock. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. had a nice run. I'm waiting for a pattern on that to see if it goes lower. AMD has too much debt. Reason cut it there. Deal. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just following the charts on that. I don't care what they have at debt. I'm more of a short debt and what they're doing, their outlook that has nothing to do with short-term trades. I'm just looking at getting it and that, just go from there. Yeah, AMD tanks at 15. Yeah, well, we shorted at 15.26. So price line here, thanks. Price line. Let's look at price line. Yeah, so this one's coming in. If you took that short, damn, I wish it would have retraced. Let's see if we could get it down. IBB's coming in a little bit more. SPY's coming in a little bit more. Let's see here. Price line. Going right back up the double top. I have a buddy in this with a huge position, and I swear every time he takes these huge positions, his broker, UBS, just sticks it to him. He's in I told him to write calls at 18.10. He wrote them at 19 or 17.90, of course, $20 lower. Couldn't go a little bit higher. And I swear every time he does this thing will magically go right to 17.90. They expire next week. He's in the money with them now, but I swear every time the position's about a $15 million position. So his broker UBS is like, we don't want to pay this guy out. I think the most he can make is about 300 grand on this trade or so, but oh my gosh, every time it's like, get over the even number just in case. And you're giving yourself not a lot of time. I told him to go out one more month just to be safe. Of course, no one listens to me. So I swear this thing's going to run. They're going to run this thing up to 17.80. I swear. And it's going to be UBS doing it. I can't say enough. But anyways, yeah, we're right back to double top. I mean, I wouldn't rule out if this thing does shoot up to 1,800. It could with these buoyant markets, 33 million on the SPY. If they're trying to not pay out options in March, they're going to push this. They're going to try to push it up to 1,800, in my opinion. If we can't crack the all-time high here, which was a 1740. Actually, we did make a new high today. If you can't crack the 1750, if it doesn't push through it, then I think we'll go down. But right now, we're just chopping around side to side. It could go up. We did get above the high pivot here today. Let's see where this thing closes. If it closes above, in the 1750 or above, then we could possibly go higher on this one. So I'm upside down on a trade on this one a little bit, but I'm holding tight. I'm not gonna let them shake me out. This is another one that goes straight up and then straight down. So even if it goes up a little higher, I'll start adding a little bit more up on top. Just slow and steady on these positions, guys. Slow and steady. No problem. You're welcome. I know you don't trade GDX, but do you see any support here at 6160? Look at this one, guys. Still going. Damn, I wish it would have retraced. Sometimes it doesn't because you got shorts piling in right here. Pierced the $13 even number and came right back. Look at it. All right, here's your first level here. If you are short this one, if you did hop in this one, tighten that stop up, guys. You're in right around 13, 113 or so or whatever as this thing popped up and came in. Look at that. So, gosh. Hello, Mary. So, GDX, let's punch that one up. GDX. Damn, I wish that would have retraced. That would have been great. If it would have retraced, we would have been in right around 113 or so. Look at that. That would have been $3 already. Hate that. Sometimes you want to jump in to see, but a lot of times you jump in right here, they'll reverse it up and then boom, tanking in your face. So GDX. Yeah, you do have support here at the 618, which is right around, is it GDX? Yeah, 618. I was going to say 6180. All right, 618. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you do have support, and that's what's holding it down right here. So let's see. Let's look at the weekly now. Let's see if there's any more support on the weekly. There was support on the weekly. See how we pierced through these MAs? Basically, by Friday, it would be great if we could get back above the moving averages. It is holding this, the 618. You do have the gap filled down here right around 2093, but that's on the weekly chart. So, you still have something down here as well. But yeah, right now this is holding okay. Let's see if we could pop back up. As long as this thing stays above, well, no, it doesn't matter. Even if it closes below this on the weekly, we're still okay. Needs to stay above the 618 though at the 2133. If it holds this, I wouldn't doubt it. We start moving back up. We get this slight pullback. But right now, there's really no pattern. Nothing really telling me other than a slight pullback off of a move, from 1860 to 2570. That's a nice move there. If you're not taking profits up here, then expect a little bit lower prices. I did not take anything off the gold, and I should have. But I just didn't want to get cute in here, and all of a sudden we get $2 pullback, and next thing you know we're launching. So I'm just holding tight. I'm still in the money on my GLD trade, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, guys, if you are in the IBB, it's coming down a little bit more. It's at 299.28, so hold tight. Let's see if we can get back below the 20 MA and keep going. Looking to go long eventually. On which one, Brian? Let's see here. I don't know which one you punched in there. Yeah, gold, I mean, you can. ALB. Yeah, ALB, we covered that, and then we went short again. So we're short again from 104, like 40 again. I'm just gonna keep rinsing and repeating these guys. We went short up here, pulled back, covered half, went right back up into this area. We shorted again. We're a buck something in the money again. So we covered it for like $4. We added up here again, gained on the trade. Now we're back in the money about a buck. So this one, gosh, if we get back down to 98, this one I'll probably hold. I'm thinking we could get back to 95 bucks or list low. But this will be resistance here around 98.62, 100 even number as well, and then as well as the 95.80. If it gets back down in there, we'll be done with the trade. But yeah, if you want to go short this one again, you can. We posted it yesterday right around, I think, 104.40 or something like that. But yeah, so far so good. If you want to give it a shot, go ahead. If it pops up a little bit, short it again. It still can go up here to 107.44 up in there, but I still think it's a great short play. Look at the monthly chart on this one. Monthly chart getting stretched from 72. I think this thing, it had maybe a little more in the tank, so I have a little bit more room to add if I have to, but I think this one's going to be giving it up pretty soon. Like that stingy girl in high school, right, guys? It's going to give it up. J-Nug has a dead cat bounce right now, but don't think GDX has found support yet. Well, the found support in the 618 on the GDX, but, and the bottom line is on the GLD. You're right. You got some support right in here at the 115 area. You have the 20 MA on the monthly chart. You have the 20 MA on the weekly chart, and you have the gap fill. Let's see. I think was it the gap fill or the 115 even number. You did have the gap fill today, so I would love to see a close above 115.21 today, or even just back above the 50 MA on the daily. So still have a little bit of time left, 2 hours. So let's see if we could crack above and get above this. See how it's fighting it right now. So someone's trying to, because technical traders are like, you know what? This is a nice pullback. We talked about the 115 area. We got to that. It's got to stay. It's got to get back above it. Not to say if it closes right on top is going to be a disaster, but next couple of days we got to start launching and getting back above that area. All right. So if you're, let's see, last price 299.36 on the IBB, so it's pulling back a little bit more. So that's the gold trade. Brought some to look at. Oh, you just brought a bunch of them, buddy, huh? All right, hold on. We'll get to some of those. Bring some exactly. All right, hold on here. Snap is flattening down, which means it's falling into some coming moments. Yeah, I don't know. Snap, it's hard to say. For a technical trader, there's just nothing there. I mean, we came back down. We filled the gap from yesterday. That's where it's getting to bounce. Let's see how it fills the gap up here at 23.78, how it reacts there. If it continues to go sideways down in this area, we're probably going to take the next leg down. The markets start to move down, and this one's going to definitely go lower. I still say, I'll be a buyer around 10 bucks if it got there. I don't, these IPOs, I'm not going to play. I mean, look at that. People bought right up here, and they're all stuck in it now going, oh, my gosh, what do I do? And they're probably buying the dip, too. Next thing you know, it goes to 20, then to 15, then to 10. Markets are dumping. So I'm waiting for lower prices. I know what Snap is, but it's just IPO. It's not really telling me anything here. All right, let's try to get through some of these. TXN. TXN. Yeah, this could be it for this one. Nice retrace. I mean, we pivot up, get in, we pivot back up, comes right back around, pivots up to the double top. Yeah, I mean, if you're long in this one, tighten the stops. If you want to short TXN, let's see. Let's look at the monthly. Let's just see what else. Yeah, you could short this one if you want. If you're long, tighten that stop up. Wow, well, look at that, 2,000. I guess you could go a little higher, but I like that it's starting to get stretched right here. That this thing's almost there. I mean, we got the 80 even number. If you want to take a small position short of TXN, you can. If you're long on this one, tighten the stops. It could move up here, possibly, but you had a hell of a move. Even from 2009, yeah, but even from back in here, 2015, you doubled price. Getting extended, guys. See how it got extended from the 20 MA, comes back in, goes up, comes back in, always comes back to the 20 MA or crosses it. See how it got extended here, came in, extended here, came in, got extended, didn't come in, maybe some news, and this is about to come in. So if you want to go short, go short. Just, go small share size. Don't get crazy. It could move up to 84, 85 area up in here because you have these double top pivots, 84.75. That's where I'd be looking as well if it got another $5. But be careful with this one. If you're long, tighten the stop because next thing you know, you're tanking. This one's coming in real nice here, PPG. So far, it's holding that area here. We went to the blue line, which is 250 retrace. 382 is the next level. So this thing should be coming down to 108.64. Just more news, more crap. That's what these guys do. Let's see here. NVEC. Again, nice run, back in the double top, going for the gusto here. Let's look at the monthly. Let's go back a little further. You do have a high pivot right there at 84.44. Had a nice run. I don't know what half these stocks are, so I'll just look at them, give them my opinion, and give them from the chart. Retrace level. In the 5.0 retrace, it could move up to the 107.31. If it gets to 100, that's another good level too. This isn't bad to short right here. If you're long, tighten up the stops. Let it run out. Maybe it will start getting a little more extended on the monthly if it starts hitting at this area here, 106. Put this one on the watch list, guys. You could give it a stab here. This isn't a bad area, but if this one overshoots, it could definitely go to the 100 even number, and then the 107.62. I like the fact that you do have a little bit of a pivot here. You do have the 5.0 retrace, and it's trying. Let me tell you, it's trying to get past these things. And I just want to see what this is here. You do have a slight trend line there as well. So if you wanted to take this thing short, if you get past 90, you stop out. You wait for the 100, 107 level to add again. That's how I would play it. If you want to short it here, if it gets above 90, 91, you got to stop out because it might be going to 100. So, but again, if you're long, just tighten that stop up, enjoy the ride. GSIT. That same thing, double top here. That's where it's stopping. These $7 plays, $5 plays, these are a little bit more harder to control. But you're in the 618 here. You're in the double top. This could be the end of the road on the monthly. Good stretch job too from the 20 MA. If you're long this one, just tighten those stops up. You got to get above the $750 area, and then you might go up. You do have a big gap up here around the 891, and then the gap window 750. So if you're long, you could get up here. If you're short, just hold tight. That we could pull back. But if you get a pull back down to $6, down to 50 MA, just get the hell out. You have a lot of resistance up in this area. It needs to keep going if you're long. If you're short, like I said, if you're short and it gets above the 759 or this high, stop out. If you're long, tighten that stop up. If it starts coming in, then you need to get out because this thing will be, maybe even a $5 stock again. So be careful with this one. And, light volume, 200,000 traded on the day. Not really, not one for me, but, just looking at that stuff. MRCY. Ooh, look at that one. Let's see. So we looked at this one before. We're running to the 618. We got this high pivot here at 35.23. If you wanted to go short this one, great. I would possibly wait for the 40 even number, 44. If you're long, you had a hell of a run from $7 to 37. I mean, it's from 2014, but even from 2016, it was a $16 stock here at 37. Not too much here. I mean, you have some resistance in this area here, but the 618 and then the 750 is right here. Guys, the SPY's coming back in a little bit here. We're only 24 cents up. The IBB starting to come down a little bit too. So if you're short with me with the IBB for an intraday trade, just hold tight. Let's see if we could get another buck out of this thing, and then I'll be done with that one. So, all right. Yeah, so this one here, you're a little bit stretched. You're stretched from the 20 MA. It could come in, expect a pullback, but, at the 618 retrace, it might overshoot to the 40, maybe get to the 750, and then definitely that's a short up in there because then you'll have the Eiffel Tower, and most likely that will pull back. It has to. That's just how these things work. You can look on the daily chart. Let's see what we're looking there. Yeah, daily chart, little extended, chopping around. Nice bullish pattern, but yeah, if you want to short this thing, do it. You can use the $40, $41 area for the stop out. If it gets to 44, reshort it again up there. But if you're long, like I said, tighten the stops because if these markets come in fast and furious, this will be a $27 stock again really, really quick. Man, I'm going to have to start charging you. HOMB. Damn, this will be it for you, buddy. So, let's see, volume 100,000 traded on a day. Yeah, I'd stay away. I mean, I see the charts, everything's flying. Look at this, right back to that, right to the 382 now. Damn, did anybody catch that short? I know I wanted to retrace, but damn, look at that. That sucks. Hate that when that happens. I like to wait patiently for this crap retrace and then it goes down. But yeah, look at that topping tail playing out. Not all topping tails aren't created equally. So don't think if you get a stock and you get one of these and it's like, oh, wow, John says that's a topping tail, I'm going short. They're not all created equal. So, but SPY's coming in, man. Did Trump tweet or take a shit today or something? It's funny. If you have Twitter, have him on your feed because anything's possible with Mr. Trump. So just be aware of that crap. Wow, I like this one though, HOMB, other than the volume sucks, but yeah, this is a nice stretch job too. 30 bucks would have been the area. It did pull back. If you're long in this one, tighten that up. If you want to go short, I don't have a problem with it, but just make sure you add a little bit more if it got to 30, 31, 32, and then, just hold. Eventually, this will be back down to a $23 stock again, maybe lower. Market's dump. I'm not sure what this one is, but just looking at the chart here, and if it's not moving on news or anything, this is due for a nice pullback. Another extended move. I like that chart. Good calls with some of these trades, man. Other than the light volume, I try to get stuff that's trading, at least 500,000 shares or 1 million shares a day. That's nice. You get something like this, and someone can move this up. Yeah, look at that one too. Yeah, 5,000. Don't touch this one. I like the stretch job though. This is where if you're long, tighten that stop up. It could go down. Just remember, look at I see what you're seeing with the extended moves, but with the volume here, I can't play that one. My buddy's got all this cash. He could come in and buy 100,000 shares of this one and send it to the moon. But yeah, just be careful with this one. If you're long on this one, tighten that stop and just enjoy it. But eventually this one is stretched on the monthly. It will be coming back to the $30 area. WMGI. And guys, go to my website, StockBookie.com. Sign up for my free membership. You'll get the email before I go live. You'll get more trade ideas, trade alerts. We do the live sessions, and I do technical analysis videos pretty much every night, every other night on different stocks. And sign up. You'll get that because eventually that will be the only place where you can find my stuff. So it's free. Sign up, StockBookie.com. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on whatever, Twitter, StockTwits. Actually, just go to StockBookie.com. Sign up for that, and you'll get everything eventually as it comes out. Damn, look at this trade, guys. Topping tail prevails. Ah, damn it. I wouldn't doubt it goes right back down. Look at that. Everyone's going long. Oh, man, hurry. It's great. Did anybody catch that trade? All right, there goes the IBB, almost 75 cents in the trade. Yeah, baby, keep it going. Look at that. SPY goes down, IBB is going to start going, guys. So if anybody took the IBB, protect it. Let's enjoy the ride and make some money. All right, WGMI and then LLTC. Man, never looked at these before. Got another one. Good call. I like what you're looking at, buddy, though. Just got it. This one has a little bit better volume on it, but yeah, I love what you're seeing. Look at the monthlies, look at the stretch jobs. You see anything like that? Nah, shoot, damn it. This one we're gonna have to wait. Hold on. Let's do a little more work. The 6, is it this? Damn, yeah, it's above that. Not yet on this one. Let's see if we could get a little. I would love 75. Keep this one on the radar. If it hits 75, make sure you email me and we'll definitely hop into this one. I like the fact that it did retrace to the high here. You want to give it a small stab, you can. You might go another 10 on this one. So just be careful. Just be aware. You might have to add at 70. You might have to add at 75. Your cost average will be right around 70, and then enjoy the ride down when these markets start to tank. On this one. You remember, this was 2000, so this might have been a hyped up one. Damn, look at this one, guys. That pisses me off. I was going to take a small position just to do it, and then if it went up, you add, and I just... Anyway, this dropped about 35 cents. Told you guys. Yeah, right, exactly. Taking Amazon and Google weekly puts at current price, just a gamble. They both cost $250. All right, that's not bad. Yeah, and you know what? It's a good play, but we need the SPY to sell. The SPY sells the IWM, you will get paid. but you start making 250, 500 on those trades, get the hell out. Go on to the next one. Don't hold that thing for a lifetime. You get anybody who does puts and they get in the money, take it. Take it and run. Damn, look at that. 113 and 107. Ah. Let me breathe here for a second, guys. Oh, look at the USO, though. Oh, yes. But this one, yeah, let's wait on this one if you have to. I like the retrace, but it's got to get back below the 64.43 area. Check it out, guys. USO breaking down. Yeah. Keep going, baby. But RBC said it was a buy, that it's bullish. Where's my SCO trade? Hold on, guys. Let me look. I gotta keep an eye on this one. 36.50 SCO is just tearing heads off. Yeah, we talked about this one yesterday popping up, and here we go. Here we go. Bam, bam, bam. Going right here. That's where this one's going. 40 bucks right there. Maybe even this gap fill up in here. God, look at this one. Did anybody get that? Please tell me somebody took that trade. Head and shoulder on the GLD. All right, I'll look at that one. SQ, Jonathan area SQ, looking for a short level. Not any, but a possibility. Just looking at a short possibility, not in it. The pop had earnings and 10 times its volume. I'm following SQ as well, just not sure. All right, SQ, head and shoulder on the GLD. I don't know. Well, we could look. Hold on. Damn, look at that. Oh man. Yeah, I gotta hold on. 6% today. Nice. I think we're gonna get a little bit more tomorrow. I love to see this right here. We see this, that's gonna be beautiful. Beautiful. Woohoo. Love this stuff. All right, hold on. Let me go back here. Amazon SQ. Let's look at SQ. I think we looked at this one the other day, though. Let's see. Yeah, it already pulled back off the, yeah, it already pulled back here. We looked at it down. I was saying if it retraces back up, then short it. Right now, don't chase this thing down here. It is setting up for a little bit bearish pattern. You want to see it crack below this if you're bearish. If you're bullish, you want to see it back, retest this 820 area. You still have this big line up here. I think that was some highs or something. Let's see. Yeah, that was some highs there. So it just barely made that. I mean, if you really wanted to, you can pull that off. You can connect this high now if you wanted to, just connect all the highs there. If it came back up in here, short it. But God, if you're not short or ready from up in this area, I wouldn't chase it down here. Let it come back up and then reshort it here. So yeah, this would have been the area around the $18 even number. I think we were even saying 19.20 possibly. But again, it could move right back up. SPY's coming in lower, guys. Watch the IBB. IBB should start. Look at that. Damn. Did anybody catch the PPG? Did they just take it? Damn it. Head and shoulders on the GLD. Let me look at that. Woo, God, look at that. Look at that big volume on the USO too. That could be the end of the day for the USO. Well, we're coming into 230. I think it shuts down regardless. But the SPY's coming to the lows of the day. There it goes. There it goes, the IBB, guys. So if you're in the short trade with the IBB, you took it around the 299.73. You're up almost a buck right now on the trade. And let's see if we get a little bit lower. Come on, baby. The SPY keeps dumping. We might get an extra couple bucks out of the IBB. And then I'm going to have to start charging you guys. Hold on. The GLD, head and shoulder. On what time frame, bud? What time frame you looking at? SQ, yeah, nothing to do with SQ. Let that thing bounce up. Just a short, possibly not in it. SQ, yes, I shorted it at the top and got in. Now looking to get in again on the top and got out. And okay, yeah, wait for that one, Jonathan. Let it go back up, man. Let it go back up a little bit. I mean, if the SPY starts dumping out, you can just short everything. Short all the high flyers. Do it, guys. Believe me, when this thing comes in, it's going to come in fast and hard. Everything's going to be coming in. Look at that. All right. Let me show you something. All right, this one, where if anyone's in that, covered, you got $5 out of this trade. I wish it would have retraced. Right here we were talking about when it did a popping tail, which was right around 112. It hit 107. Great trade, $5. Get the hell out of it. Take your money and run. All right, I'm going to pull up the SPY here. So the SPY starting to dump out here. We came right back into this area here to 236.92, and I believe that was the old gap fill, I think. Let's go back. No, the old gap fill was right up here. So right there, that was that high pivot. It was the low from the other day, so let's see if we hold that. Yeah, there we go. IBB's coming in strong now, guy. I might actually hold that for one more day, but we'll see where we go. 219 coming into this. Gold can't catch a bid though, which sucks. Daily chart, head and shoulder. I mean, you can make a case maybe right here a little bit. Where with this trend line there, and that would be the right shoulder. It came in, then it popped back up to the neckline. Now it's retracing back again. It's just not the best one for me. If that's what you're looking at there, overall, if you go to the weekly, that this is you want to see it on the weekly a little bit clearer. And I mean, you got a little slight. I mean, is that what you're looking at, bud? Oh, the recent high up in here? Nah, that's not one. Top of the head. No. I mean, I guess if it I guess well, it would have to come down to here and then go back up and then do it. I mean, for me, I would look at this right here. And then this being the head. Is that what you're talking about? Like that? Yeah, I mean, this one has to come down one more time and then go up and then come down and then possibly the head and shoulder, but it's not playing out yet. If you're looking at it like that. Down through, yeah. But then yeah, here would be your neckline, like right in here. If it did come back down and bounce, yeah. I mean, the 112, nah, if it came down to the 112, it's still developing, so it's nothing to say. But man, look at this SPY, guys. Something's up. Anybody know anything that's going on? Anybody tweet? Anybody remark? Did Obama come in and slap Trump in the face? Is Pelosi telling everybody that their healthcare bill was the best? How about forming an inverted head and shoulder? I would love to see that. Right here you're talking about? I mean, that's a little shoulder, but yeah, I mean, you could make a case for that. God, if that happened, guys, oh my gosh. Oh gosh, yeah, we'd easily go to frickin' yeah, actually, yeah, the high that target would be right around 132. Wow, SPY's dumping, guys. All right, the IBB, if anyone's in that trade with us, and if you're up over $1 or so, and you took, say 500 shares or so, you're up already 500 bucks. So, hold tight here. If the SPY keeps dumping out, we're gonna see. Remember, we do have a gap fill coming up right here around 236.51. So let's see if we fill that gap down here. We had a nice little sell-off coming from a high pivot. Something's going on because we got a little more volume coming in, a little more distribution. So be careful with these markets. If you are long anything, be really, really careful. We took the Google trade again, too, and that's coming in real nice. The only one that's really pissing me off today is that children's piece of shit, PLCE. That, if you want to go short in that one, if you want to short someone, guys, PLCE. Short this pig up here. My average price is right around 114. We got a little bit caught. We took it off of 108. The higher pivot here, we started adding up around 116. Got caught in a little bit, but again, this is a stretch pig. This one will come down. We did short this one from up here before. We got paid very well. We're doing it again. So we made money on it now. I don't care. This thing, I'm going to be in it for a little bit. So if you want to go short something, short it. White House press briefing right now. Okay. Maybe that's what's going on. All right. So if you're short the IBB, protect it. It's going down. God, look at the USO, guys. Where's my SCO trade? Oh, gosh, keep going. Woo, woo, keep going, baby. SCO's ripping, guys. I'm still thinking right here. And if it really starts going, I think it could go right back up here, fill this gap around 50 bucks. If it hits 40, I'll be out. And then 50, I'll start selling half. Oh, yeah, keep going. This thing tanks. SCO's going to rip. Gosh, DIA's at the low of the days. The Qs are still positive a little bit. IWM's almost at the low, and the SPY is at the low too of yesterday. Wow, cracking through. I think it's going to here today, guys. Maybe. Let's see. PPG, is that one heading down still? Yeah, holding on tight. If you're in the IBB with me, if I could punch it in. IBB, it's holding on strong, but looking good so far. Yeah, a little bit over $1 in the money, and we're gonna start. Maybe I'll take my wife again for a steak dinner. In the money now for PM. Woo woo. What's P? Oh yeah, PM. We shorted that one the other day, right? Yeah, there we go, boys and girls. Lights out, bitches. I love this stuff, guys. Yeah, because this thing, look at that extension move. And now it's consolidating in a bearish or a bullish manner, but if this thing closes below these lows, guys, we're going right here. And then that thing here, let's pull up the monthly on this one. Look at that. Oh, yeah. We're going to go right to the 104. Then I wouldn't doubt we go right back to, you know, 94 bucks, 100 bucks on this one. So enjoy the ride, guys. IBB slowing up. Come on. Well, SPY's catching a little bit of a bounce off the lows from the other day. Let's go back into the SPY real quick. Oh, we got to pull up the 10-minute. God, like I said, if we get a pullback, guys, if this thing starts to go, all these trades, all these high flyers are just going to rip. Yeah, they're flushing out the USO longs right now. Flush them out, boys. And then RBC will come out and be like, but it's bullish. We said it was. You got to buy at the highs. We don't tell people to buy the USO at $7. We tell them to buy at 12 and then tell them it's a bull rating. And look, OPEC's cutting it. It's going to be great. It's definitely going to go up from here. Lip service, baby, lip service. That's how this crap works, guys. All right, let's see here. Did you look at cat? Yeah, we're short cat. We're short on that pop-up. Is it tanking? I'm doing this stuff. I'm not really keeping track. Yeah, okay. We're short. Cat. This is the one that keeps giving us. We shorted here, covered there, covered here, added more here. And now I'm just being patient. I want this pig to come down to 92. Then I'm thinking 86 bucks. It might even fill this gap down here around 84 when it's all said and done. The SPY sells, guys. It's going to be over for these markets, so get ready. I was short when they had that 1,000-point down day, and I was telling everybody for 3 months, short the markets, short the markets. When we had that 1,000-point down day in 2015, something like that. All right, the IBB coming in a little bit more, guys. SPY keeps dumping. Everything's going to dump. All right, so the SPY's dumping. Okay, let's go to 10-minute chart. I want to explain something to you guys. SPY's dumping, going down. Let's look at, let's look at Facebook, going lower. Let's look at Google, going lower. Let's look at Amazon. It's a flipping market trade, guys. Nothing's going to go up if the SPY's dumping unless they have earnings or something. That's selling. Look at GS, selling. Can't go long, and if the SPY sells, you can't go long. Period. JPM selling. USO. Well, USO, they're taking someone out right now. Wow, look at this. It's right to my other. It's right to a trend line here. Hold on. Oh, look. Oh my gosh, it made it there. Holy shit. Look at this bearish pattern, guys, playing out. Everyone's bullish up here. And you know who was bearish? StockBookie. CMG. Yeah, CMG's holding strong, but all right, guys, 298.55 on the IBB. We're back to the lows of the day. Let's see if we could get back down to gap fill. If we hit gap fill, then maybe we might bounce. But if this thing really starts to go, I'd look for 236 even number. Damn, look at the USO. That's awesome. Love this. All right, let's see. Yeah, we're still, oh my gosh, they're going to protect this. This is the big one, guys. If they don't protect this trend line here, we're going downtown on oil. So they got to come out. Even on the weekly, it was a little bit of a bearish pattern. Still strong because you're above the MAs, but look at this. Everyone thinks it's above the MAs and it's holding, and that's a bullish signal. No, it's an inside bar, bearish pattern above the MAs, so it's slightly 50-50 shot. But this bearish pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks of consolidation, you'd expect some lower prices. By USO, nah. Man, they're flushing it out. I mean, you could buy. I'm short, so for me, you could give it a shot, but I still think we're going to 10 bucks. 10 bucks, maybe this low pivot here at 957 if we really start going. See, if the markets goes, guys, I don't give a crap what stock it is or what it is. Everything's going down. Gold, on the other hand, would possibly catch a bid for the fear trade. So, but again, you know, gold still had a good move up. So you got to respect the move that it's possibly pulling back. So gold coming down. Let's see where this thing's holding. Still have good support in gold, and that's what I like about this. It's still pulling back a little bit more because the markets are selling, and overall you'll get that push down. But see how it's holding here at this level. So I'd still, you know, if you want to start to nibble on this, you can. This is where we originally started adding around 115. Then we did, you know, 112, 110, 108, you know, and we started, my average position's right around 110.47, I believe it is. Right in that area, something like that. I don't have that. I don't have, well, I have it on another monitor, but I'm holding on to all this crap, guys. I'm going to be a little pig here. But even on Twitter though, I'll post that I covered half. I want to keep people safe on that. Sometimes I'll hold a little bit longer. Played with options today. I want to be a pig. Go down. Yeah, what cat? Yeah, let it go, man. I think we get if the markets start to break down, cat's going lower. That's the bottom line. John, looks like your payday is about to come. Maybe, yeah, it might. I don't, you know what? You see this crap over and over for the last 7 months, and then that tomorrow we're up 300, and it's like, damn, not again. This sucks. I'm trying, but yeah, you. Oh, wait. All right, guys, hold on here. Let's pull up the IBB again. All right, IBB's coming in real nice from our level. If anybody took that trade, I am half out here at 298.10. All right, I just sold half my position at 298.10, or covered half of it. And that was from 299.73. So I am half out of this position right now, or I think that's where I got out of it. That's where I put in the order. So right in that area, 298.10, 298.12, right in that area. So, but yeah, I'm going to see if we could get a little bit more. If it does fall down into the 297.66 area, I'll probably cover the last half, get my $2 out of it, make a pretty good profit, and done. Dump. Yeah, exactly. All right, CMG we were looking at. So keep an eye on the IBB. Damn. CMG, yeah, just holding tight. We did take a long from down in here. We covered at the end, or we sold at the end of the day, and actually it went up a little bit more. It could have got another buck or two out of it. Pulled back, holding tight though. After this nice little set off, you'd expect this thing to go up, but on the daily chart, CMG, if this thing starts to go sideways underneath the MAs, this thing's setting up to go lower. So just be careful with this one. Yeah. So if you're long, just hold tight and tighten that stop up. If you're short, enjoy the ride. I'm thinking we're going a lot lower. I'm thinking easily 393, gap fill around here. And if the markets start going, this thing's going to go right back down to 350 area. Just like Tesla, just like X, just like all of them. Beware, guys. CMG, buy USO for a bounce. Any levels? Yeah. More news on the new American healthcare might be the mover here. Okay, maybe. Yeah, I don't even know anymore. Guys, I don't even have CNBC at home. My wife canceled that tier. So we have like the cartoon channels for my kids. I have Bloomberg, but I don't really watch that, only for futures. I don't even have CNBC at home. I don't watch that crap. It's pretty funny. But at first it was like, you canceled CNBC? What? And then it's like, you know what? Screw them. If I want to, I'll go online and look at it. But here we go, guys, going down. Let's see if we go. Remember, we're bouncing off double bottom here. That's why we're holding. Let's go. You know what? I'm going to pull up the SPY here. Messing around here. All right, let's keep an eye on the SPY. All right, here we go. We're going a little bit lower, guys. Let's see if we can catch this one. I don't know if I'm going to do anything, guys. All right, this is how I would be trading right now. So I'm going to open this up here. I got my 60-minute chart. I want to see if anything's there as well. So you have the 750 retrace coming up here. I got to take out. I had the after hours action in this one yesterday. So from this pivot high to this pivot low here, we have a 750 and a gap fill here. Let's see if we can come down to that area. I don't know. It's still shitty volume, 40 million on the day, but I do like that we're bearish consolidation here for the last couple of days. So we have hours of consolidation under the MAs that telling me we could go lower prices. I probably will not buy at this gap fill, to be honest with you guys. I'm going to let it go down. If it does flush down to this level here, around 236 even number, that's where I will be trying to give this thing along. And if it really starts to go, guys, you just got to let it go to the 235.23. So, but right now, I think this is a pretty good bearish pattern that could play out. If it does, you're probably looking at lower areas to pierce through to 236. But if it goes straight down, straight shot through gap fill, 750 retrace, and comes right down to the even number, I'll be taking that long. That's how we're going to play this thing. But on the daily chart, we're starting to crack through that high pivot, high trend line there. Let's see. Again, I'd like to see more consolidation. Volume still sucks. So you got to, you just got to respect it and what's happening there. I want to look at PPG again. Is that thing still coming down? Yeah, look, it's holding the 50 retrace. Damn, I hope someone caught that one. USO, yeah, not, I showed you that trend line there. It's pretty good. I mean, that could be the line in the sand here. We'll have to see. I'm still thinking on this one. Let's open this up a little bit. Hold on. I got I got a screen, guys, with everything on it, with gap fills, with the SPY. I have one screen dedicated to that, the SPY, the 50 MA, all that good stuff. So I'll keep an eye on that screen to make sure that we're not missing anything over here. So yeah, USO. I mean, you have the gap down here. Here, check it out. You have the gap right here. You have a gap right here, and then you have the big gap fill here as well, and then double bottom here. So if you want to take the bigger time frame, since we're out of this area now, I mean, we could bounce right up. We could take the Fibonacci from this low to this high here in a bigger time frame. Yeah, you're looking if a bounce maybe around the 1043 area if it got there. And I would love to see a straight shot today. Then you might get a bounce. But I think that doesn't the oil markets close after 2:30 or something like that? I'm pretty sure. So this thing can stay right here until tomorrow. We might get another sell-off. So right in this area, but I would wait patiently for the $10 even number if you wanted to take this thing for a short-term trade. But if this thing really starts to break down, I'm still thinking we go lower. I had an area, I don't have it. I used to use Real Tick. I had an area, I think, around 645. And I was showing videos for a while that level. So then it started going up. I stopped showing it. But honestly, you know what? This pattern plays out. We're going right back down to 950, maybe $9. You know, fill some gaps down here. So be careful. This is the big one right here. If that thing cracks, you know, it's still going through some price on this one, so it's not the best. But got a couple little tails here though, guys. We get one more. Yeah, it's closed. So see how you got the sell off here? Everybody's getting the hell out, going, oh my God, is this thing going lower? Look at that candle. You got exhaustion selling there. That's where it stopped. You were almost into this trend line here. You did come the gap window. Yeah, look at that gap window too at 1068, and that's what it's pretty much holding right now. Markets keep selling. You better look out. All right, let's see USO. Anybody else? Any more plays? I know it's getting a little exciting now. Let's go back to the SPY. The IBB's coming in a little bit more. So let's see if we get another buck out of it. Oh, huge. Got yawning and everything. Gosh, exciting. Love this stuff. I wish, man, if we had 200 million on the day and the SPY was dumping out, look out below. But again, we have some area. Let's see if we come to this gap fill. Maybe we go a little bit lower. We'll see. We'll see when the time comes. Got to keep an eye on all this stuff. Goldman's at the low of the day. Tesoro's coming in a little bit. MLM's up a little bit. Priceline starting to fall down a little bit. Nvidia's almost back to square one, almost even on a day. Nettie's coming down into negative territory. Tesla negative. X negative. Win negative. AMD pulling back a little bit. CMG, though, CMG's holding tight, but you had a nice bloodbath yesterday, so you expect a little bit of bounce on that one. Netflix in the red again. Where's Facebook? Facebook red yet? Facebook's been a little bitch, too. Yeah, one third still just holding. Look at this. As it SPY comes in, see Facebook coming in, nothing will be safe. But again, you know what? 237, Wednesday, light volume. I wouldn't rule it out if the shorts who came in here start to cover and we go straight back up. As exciting as it is, that's how these markets been working out. Next thing you know, we go straight back up and everyone's happy again. So let's see here. All right. Anything else? Punch up some symbols. We'll go through a couple other things. And I'm going to be on the hunt for more trades too. If you see any other high flyers that's going in the areas, you know, Foot Locker we shorted before. Let's see. Yeah, Foot Locker's going up. They must have had some earnings or something. But look at that. Yeah. We shorted up in here, came back in, and right back up. Gosh, you know what? This is getting ripe, guys, for another shorting opportunity. But it's Foot Locker. It's got to go higher. All right, Foot Locker. Someone keep on watch. $80 again. Let's see if we can get to the highs. If you wanted to start shorting this thing, you can slowly but surely. You know, if you're gonna do a couple hundred shares, add 100 here. 100 maybe at $80 and maybe another 100 at 81 and see if you can play that one out too. Let's see here. Short UNH. Yeah, we're short those. We're short CBS and UNH. Yeah, those are good. I think those are good plays. That and CBS. Yeah, totally short those. If you want to short them, don't load the house, James. Just go nice and slow. Got any pivot areas from Alta? Oh, is it tomorrow? I started adding a short position on Alta. More news on American. John, where are you getting into the next 1,000-point sell-off? John, when are you getting in? No, I don't know if we're gonna. I'm in, man. I'm short. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but let me tell you, when it was putzing around for 3 months before the 1,000 point sell off in 2015, I was telling everybody, short the market, short the market, short the markets. Every time it would pop up, the markets would pop up. I'd be like, short the markets, short the markets, pop up, short the markets, giving you another opportunity, short the markets, and then boom, dump. I don't know if we'll get that, but honestly, I wouldn't rule it out. And that's why I'm adding, but I'm still pulling off shorts as we go. I'm not holding stuff on for everything, pulling them off, taking putting them on, pulling them off, taking them on. Just keep rinsing and repeating them, and just keep doing it over and over. That's how I'm playing these markets. I don't care if I'm upside down in a couple of them, so be it. But if I get into money on like this one, ALB, we shorted it up here, pulled back, covered half, went back up, shorted again. Boom, we're about $2 in the money again on shorting it again. So now, let alone we picked up $4 on the trade or $5 on the trade. Boom, we're doing it again. We're already up $2 on it again. So we're in the money again. If this thing pulls back to 98 or this time $96, boom, we'll be out. Twice we traded this one again. US Steel we traded a bunch of times. Wind we traded a bunch of times. Google we traded a bunch of times. So and I'm underwater on my Nvidia, my Goldman, my JPM, a couple other ones. But oh well, when the markets come in, I'm going to get paid on those too. So I don't care. All small positions, all spread across the board, and whatever. They were making fun of me on the children's place one today. I said, all right, whatever. I'm in it. I'm not gonna, I'm holding this one for a little while. It's a monthly play, but we already shorted PLC before and we made good money. So we're doing it again. It's up $18 today at the all-time high. Time to short. Alta, yeah, you know what? We came right in the double top. This is how I'm playing it. I shorted from right around 275, 276. The trade's on Twitter. And then we popped up into the all-time high. I don't know. Maybe they had some news. Came right back in. I'm gonna play a small position. If it pops up, I'm adding more. Then I'm gonna ride it down. That's another thing. This is another one. I mean, look at this retrace. Right again, people can't. It's going into earnings. It's gonna be great. We shorted it here too. We did an intraday trade and a swing trade. We were out by the end of the day on both on Alta. So here we go, right back up. I'm going to do it again. If it pops up on this one, I'm going to short more at the top. That's what I'm going to do. If you want to follow me, great. If you don't, great. But remember, don't load the boat. If you're only going to do a $10,000 position or $20,000 position in, make sure you do 10 here. If it pops up, maybe do another 5. If it keeps going, do another 5 and hold tight. This pig will be coming down again. That's just the way this stuff works. Look at this retrace, guys. It's Alta. I got to get in this one. That's what Kramer said. Look, hello, stupid move. Stupid move will get a stupid move down. It's Alta, guys. I don't know. For me, it's stretched to the hill. This thing will be a $200 stock again. So I'll be long gone by that time. But just to let you know, do it. I hope it goes to 300 because I'll be adding more. Put it that way. Yeah, earnings is tomorrow on that one. Short, you can short those. Long UNG. I don't know about now. Nah, it had to move up. Down in here, you probably would have taken a stab at it. Even a little bit lower. I did fill the gap right here. No, I don't. I think it's kind of a beat down. It's getting beat down. I think we have lower prices to come in this one. I wouldn't go long on this. I see what you're seeing with the bottom play down here. It could possibly run up, but it's not a play for me. It's still almost filled the gap here. Still slightly bearish. You're chopping around now. I'm thinking lower prices to come. If you have to, maybe, but I would stay away from this. Play the ones like the UNH, the CBS, the Children's Place, all the high flyers, man. That's been going up and up and up. Play those. Those are the ones that are going to get annihilated. Don't play something that's moved from $9, went down to here, and then you're playing, oh well, it's at the lows. This thing could still go to 581. 581 it hits there, I'd be a buyer. Okay. Yeah, 581. Because see how it cracked below this trend line too? Got below that. It's trying to make a run. It's still got to get above that, and I just think it doesn't have too much left in it. After this run here, that was your bounce area after gap fill, but you only got 50 cents or so. But 50 cents on a $6 stock, that's not a bad move. I'd be in and out, but not for me. I would wait around for better stuff. SPY needs to gap fill at 236. Yeah, you got the SPY at 236. I believe it's 236.51. Let's pull it up on this one, the bigger chart here. Again, we're in the double bottom here. They're holding on for dear life. They don't want to close it. If we close below in this area, it's going to be ugly. That's telling technicians that we could possibly see more selling. That's why they've been trying to hold this turd up as much as they can. All right, guys, IBB, it's coming back in again, so beware. If you're in that trade with me from the $300 area, actually $299.73, just keep holding it tight. You do have the gap fill here, but then you have double bottom here around 236, and then the low pivot here at 236.02. So you got to watch out for that as well. So like I said, if this thing consolidates and starts screaming down, I probably won't take the long here. I'll wait for the pierce down into the 236 area and then maybe go long. This is what happens, guys, on days like today. All of a sudden you go long, try to get cute, and then they flush it on you. And then it's one big red bar, and some news came out, and it's dumping in your face, and you're like, oh my gosh, what the hell is happening? And then you got to get out. So, just to be aware, this is the time frame, guys, where anything can happen. VSAT. VSAT, man. This is a 10 minutes, so let's go into the bigger time frames. Yeah, nothing to do here for me. I mean, this would have actually this would have been the area to short. Never really made it there. Let's see where the retrace happened here. Retrace right up into this area. So it only went to the 50. It didn't even, this thing. So this was almost just a dead cat bounce from this 82 area, for the last couple months. Got the bounce, get all the suckers back in, and they're dumping it in their face. If this thing closes below the MAs, we're probably going right back down to 63. It's got to stay above the moving averages. And you got a gap to fill down here at 62.41. If that breaks, this thing's probably going to be a $56 stock again. So really, it's gotta hold these areas around 63 if you're long, and it's got to come back above these moving averages. If it continues down and the SPY starts to dump, you're going 63. You're going to fill this gap right here around 62.45, and if it keeps going, you're probably going to go to double bottom here around $56. Not that it will, but when you get a nice retrace like this, from a high pivot, you go down, you get a dead cat bounce. It goes right back retrace. I thought you'd probably go at least to here, but apparently it's a weaker stock than everyone thinks, and then boom, it's right back down. This is where everyone, here it goes, gotta buy, and then right back down. So just be careful with this one. If you're long, if you're short, I wouldn't chase it. It's already coming in right here. Again, it would have been, for me at least, right up here, the 750 retrace. Kind of like the PPG trade today. It's looking for the topping tail, the retrace, and damn, look at that, just freaking right back down. Unbelievable. And this one here, was there other stuff up here too? Oh, went to this high almost. Yeah, he had some resistance up in here. Yeah, I thought for sure you'd probably get to here, but just the news just wasn't enough. They needed to do a stock buyback or a upgrade from the talking heads to keep it going. So GG. Yeah, nice retrace and right back down. Gosh, came from 20 back to 12. Retrace, let's see, 750 or 618 on the retrace. 750 from there. If you go to the highs, yeah, right in between, that's the retrace. You're back below the MAs. Now, you take this out here. Oh, they're saving the markets, guys. Old Yellen coming in strong. So right here, yeah, I mean, you pass the 5.0 retrace, you're coming down here to the 618. This can easily come down here and fill this gap around 13 bucks. I wouldn't short it. The spot to short it would have been up in this area here after the retrace. Let's look at the weekly real quick here. Weekly chart, yeah, weekly too, damn. Yeah, retrace right back. And you're holding the 50 MA on the weekly, so I guess it could hold here. If you're long and this thing gets below here and starts testing the $14, fills the gap down in this area, then you just got to step aside on this one. It could be a shallow retrace to the next move up. If it does move up, then you're probably looking at double top and then to 200 MA. That's where you're probably back to 20. At 20, you're going to have huge resistance again. If you're long, I'd sell there. But if you're long, if you're long from even down in here, tighten that stop up. You don't want to give anything back. This thing could possibly bounce, but if it starts giving it up, I wouldn't doubt you go right back to 12. And then if it cracks 12, you might even go back lower. So just be careful in these markets. At what point would you go long UA under 15? Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Someone's beating that thing up. On the UAA now, I think this is too fresh of a chart. Now the UAA, I think, I don't know, is it like its counterpart or something like that? I'm still saying lower. Gosh, look at that when this thing was going up. Mamma mia. I'm still, we went over this chart earlier. I'm still saying 14 bucks, 14.53. And if the markets really start going, I think this thing could be a $10 stock again. Starting to give it up. If it cracks this 20 and starts to roll over, this is the weekly, so we got to close on the weekly. Let's look at the daily really quick. But I know the allure of the stock. It's at low prices, all-time lows. That's how it gets. Doesn't mean it can't go any lower. And it's just the UA. I know it's at the low of the chart. Gosh, and just straight down. See, there's just nothing on this chart. I can't, nothing there. But you crack that low here. The double bottom. It's probably going to 15 bucks. Maybe. And if the markets start to go, it could possibly go lower. That's why it's a little bit tough. You just did analyze GLD. Oh, is that a gold one? GG. Yeah, it could go lower, but I don't follow the G. I just follow the GLD. You filled the gap right here too. So, but you still have areas down here that it could possibly fill, just like the gold too. If you look at GLD, you still have areas there. I mean, we talked about the gap fill 115 area. This has got to hold. If not, then you have a gap down here, and ultimately you have this down here at 112.83. It could go down there. But at this point, for me at least, I'm waiting to see if we close below the 50 MA. If we close below the 50, then we'll have to take it from there. One step at a time. Right now, I just have a pullback right here. That's what that's telling me. Right now, it's what I've been seeing with stocks have been going up. You get a slight pullback, and it pulls it down. We need to get back above the 115.26 area on a close. If we get above that, we're slightly above the 50 MA right now, so that's a good sign. We've got to get it back above for me. If it does, great. If it doesn't, we'll keep an eye on it tomorrow. We'll go from there. The IBB is catching a little bit of a bid. The SPY's going up a little bit. We're going into the hour of power, guys. Grandma's saving the markets again. That hour of power. She never gives up. But you know what? That's their job. The plunge protection team or whatever, the PPT. That's what they're, as long as the markets are going up, everyone believes everything's good. So they're going to go out and buy bigger houses and buy, more cars and buy furniture and redo their houses, take out home equity loans and buy some boats, just like everybody did in 2008 and just like everybody did in 2000. They were all millionaires. So instead of saving their money, they loaded the house up. Yeah, Daniel, Fit could be going to zero. I think it might be, they're talking about, they're coming out with some new great stuff, and it's another one I was telling, short Fit, and everyone like, it's Fitbit. Yeah, how are you shorting that? You're an idiot. I'm loading the house. Another one straight down, just like GoPro. 427 is my next level. Look at this. So when this thing was up here, I had 858, 652. 427. And these lines been in here for at least a couple months. And since then, look where we're going. Everyone laughed. Oh, you're nuts. Fit's going up from here. Oh, look, sideways, bearish pattern, starting to break down. Now we're in another bearish pattern. I don't know. I don't make this stuff up, guys. I just look for patterns and setups, and sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong, But if I could do 100 trades and 80 of them are right and 20 of them are wrong, then I'm doing pretty good then. Getting old for this stuff, guys. Just letting it ride, doing my thing, and just slowly but surely adding shorts, adding new positions, taking some off, a little bit at a time, guys. A little bit at a time. It's a marathon, guys, not a sprint. MON. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see how it's setting up on the daily first. Yeah, MON, that's not bad. I'm not in this one, but I think I might have posted this one on Twitter. Someone had to. Let's see. So if you go to Twitter, let's see if I don't know if I posted something on this one. I don't have any. Wait, let's look on the weekly. Let's see if I have any lines on this one because I don't know if I looked at this one. Yeah, that's not bad. Double top here. Yeah, if you want to short this one, you can. I don't. Wait. Let's go back. Well, all right, hold on here. Hold on. Let's do a little more work. Let's take the highs from here to here. Just see where it retraces. Okay, I like that. We're almost to the 750 retrace. I want to see this one here. Yeah, so that's connecting there. Could go a little bit higher, maybe to 116, 117. You got a gap to fill around 120. Let's see if we can wait for 120. I do like the fact that we did come in double top here and it's pulling back a little bit. And you do, if you bring that line a little lower, you would have ran into it down in here. So you did have resistance from that line. SPY's catching a bid now. It's the typical crap, light volume. So nothing too exciting now. They're taking the helium out of my balloon now. But you know what? My USO trade's still coming in strong. Look at this crap. Oh my gosh, save the day. We can't close it below the moving averages and everyone will think it's bad. So, but MON, I'm looking through this. I'm trying to do a spreadsheet on all these trades, and we could be. I'm not in it. Looking at what I have out there, I'm not in this trade, but it's not bad. I would possibly wait for gap fill around 120. Did have a hell of a move from 98 to here, so you expect something to pull back. But overall, you want the markets to come in, and all these trades will. So if you wanted to nibble here, then nibble at gap fill, maybe a little bit higher. But I do like the fact that on the monthly, well, no, not this one. Gosh, you have this one too up here. All right, hold on here. Hold on. Yeah, doing this stuff on the fly sometimes you gotta take a breather. Yeah, so let's see if we could get a little, yeah, around the 120. It's not a bad area right here though. Yeah, yeah. Not if you want to add a little bit here, if it goes up into the 120 area, that's going to be your last half. Then maybe 125. So think you got to add, if you add it here at 100 shares, 100 more at 120, then 100 more, if you could get the 130 or so. But you're going to have good resistance coming here. I like the fact that we did go straight up into this double top and it's starting to pull back. So if you wanted to give it a shot, you can. Just don't load the boat, please. Just don't load the boat. Keep missing your start time. What time do you start each day? You know what, Frank? I'm just going by my wayside right now. I've been starting it around noon, 1 o'clock, but I'll try to get something out there. I'm Mon is an ARB trade. Be careful. Okay. Mon has a 127 buyout. Okay. So yeah, be careful with this one then if it does have a buyout offer. So yeah, I don't really follow news or anything. I'm just looking at charts. If you guys got to do your due diligence. I will go into earnings with some trades, but if I do, it's going to be a small position, just like THO, just like Alta that day, just like, pretty much everything. I got to make sure if I'm going to go into earnings, I want to see where these levels are, where it could possibly push up to or push down to, and then we take it from there or add more. I keep missing mine is it. All right, so yeah, so be careful with the MOM. Maybe that's why we don't have it on there because I do like the chart setup, but maybe someone mentioned that before that hey, be careful with this one. Has some news on it. So HRS is pushing up for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. And then the IBB is pushing up a little bit, but again, see how the SPY pushes up for 3 candles and everything else kind of stays buoyant. So you got to watch out. Everything's a market trade, guys. Grandma saving the markets, right? Let's see here. Anything else, guys? Oh man! Again, if you're new, if you just showed up here, go to my StockBookie.com site, sign up for my free membership, and I do post. Yeah, Frank, if you're not a member at my site, go there, and right before I go live, I send out emails. So if you want to, Frank, go there, sign up. It's free. Eventually, I'll be charging, but until I get that thing set up and ready to go, I can't charge anybody. It's going to be minimal. It might be 25 bucks a month. It might be 10 bucks a month. The more members I get, the cheaper it will be basically because, I'm trading every day anyways. And I'd rather have some people with me during the day finding trade setups. And eventually it will be on GoToMeeting. So if you're not a member to my site, you will not get the email that it will be for, GoToMeeting. And then I'll send you the information to get on the GoToMeeting or whatever. I'm looking at some different things right now. There's GoToMeeting or Go Live or some other stuff, and we'll start looking at other stuff. Yeah. So, and then usually post it maybe 15 minutes before I go live, Frank, and then we go from there. But everybody, here, commercial, everybody, If you want a free membership, go to StockBookie.com, follow me on Twitter, follow me on StockTwits, and let's make some money. So we did take an IBB trade earlier from 299.73. We did cover half at 298.10, and we're trying to see if we could get a little bit more. We are in some trades on that one anyways, and we are in a swing trade too. But hey, if I could make a couple bucks on a trade, why not? Why not? All we need is the markets to pull back a little bit more, and then IBB will start coming in. But we were watching the USO. USO's tanking. My SCO trades freaking ripping now. Finally, God. And in that one, been married to that one too. Let's see, Lulu. God, we traded this one too. That was awesome. Made some money on that one. Yeah, Lulu. You were back into the 5-0 retrace. It's trying to hold on here. Let's go back to the daily. Yeah, daily's just chopping around. You're below the MAs. I don't know if they have earnings coming up or anything, but well, apparently they had earnings. Okay, December. I'm not sure if they had earnings yet, but slightly bullish. But you're bearish being below the MAs. For me, yeah, for me, nothing to do. I mean, it's probably earnings possibly coming up. This is slightly bullish, but it's bearish because we had a retrace going into the 618. Now it's pulling back, but right now it's a 50-50 shot. You're in the middle of the retrace, chopping around in a bullish manner. Now it's really just a matter of earnings. If you pop up, if it didn't have it, it pops up, I would short it. If it drops on earnings, then you just have to let it go. But yeah, I wouldn't do anything. For me, it's just after that move, you got kind of a bullish flag here, sort of. It went down, popped up again. So they're maybe just waiting on earnings, but we'll have to see how that goes. How do you find the high flying stocks? I usually just go through monthly charts. Hold on, let me look at the TLRD. I'll go through the monthly charts on the high flyers, and I just look for extended moves from the 20 moving average. But TLRD, yeah, nothing to do on this one. I mean, we had a nice retrace back up here, pulled back, kind of chopping around above the 20 MA. Let's see the daily. Yeah, daily is slightly bearish. You're down, you're sideways, you're above the MA, so still strong stance, so it's still holding on. We did come back up here and got to the gap window, never filled the gap up here. So yeah, I guess you could make a case to fill this gap. If it does fill the gap and it does retrace back into this area, yeah, I mean, gap fill, 25 bucks, maybe 26.35 if you're long. If it gets up into these areas, start tightening the stop. You know, the end of the road could be the 28 area. But yeah, nothing really wrong. But for me to do anything now, you're in between the low and the high here, just kind of chopping around. Slightly bearish, but it's bullish because you're above the MA. So for me, nothing to do. But if you're long, if you're long, hold tight. If you're short, you want to get back below the MAs and start heading down for the 20 MA, possibly fill the gap down here. For the high flyers, I'll go to my monthly chart and I'll just start looking for high flyers. Even this one here, I mean, look at that. You had a nice retrace, get all the suckers in, and now they're gonna get an inside bar on the inside bar bearish pattern on the monthly that could possibly play, for lower prices. So be careful with this one if you're long. So I'll look for this, like look at this one. So back in the day, around 2015, see how it's getting stretched from this yellow line, which is a 200 moving average. There's a way to do it, and I will not show you how there's a way to do it and calculate this. But once you start getting stretched again, time's going to be up for this thing, and that's just a move, just a stretch play, and it plays on any time frames. Once a stock gets stretched from the 20 moving average, it's got to come back in. Just like here, see how it comes back in? Now it's getting stretched on the downside, and what does it do? Go right back up into the 20 MA. That's like your line in the sand. That's like the shoreline, and this is the ocean going back out, and then the ocean comes in, So that's what it does. Just like if you go, if you have a house on the beach, every time when God, what am I thinking of? When the tide goes out, what does it do? It always comes back in. So that's how you got to play that. But what I'll do, I'll just start punching up stocks here, and I'll look for high flyers, and I'll just go through my charts like that one. INTU. If you're not short that one, you could short that one. iRobot, we shorted that one. Look at this one. I mean, it started getting extended. 63.43 was my area. That was just a mathematical calculation, and boom, it's this. I'm telling you, this thing's going to be a $40 stock eventually. And it's slowly grinding down. That was one we've shorted. Intuitive Surgical. That one's getting a little bit stretched now, coming into this upper trend line. That one's going to be coming in now. So that's what I pretty much do. I just look through stocks one at a time, find some stretch jobs. Even the IWM monthly is getting stretched. Telling you guys, it's come. IWM is going to be at 120, guys. Mark my words, 120. All right, it's just a matter of when, not if. It's a matter of when. IWT, same thing, stretch chart, and still can't get above those highs. IWT or IYT's down a couple minutes, 30 cents today, nothing great. Jack in the Box was another one we played. Getting extended. Good night, Jack in the Box, just like here, same shit. We played this one too, covered it, went right back up, did it again, covered it again. Same crap, different time. And that's how we look for it. Just look at the monthly play. I mean, like I said, there is JBT too. This one's just won't give it up. This one's like the schoolgirl. Come on, go out with us and drink some beers. And then, no, I can't. That just won't happen. So, and then it goes right back up today. It's up $3-4. This is another one that goes down. Everyone's like, woohoo, this is going to be great. And oh, right back up. Oh, great. But again, stretch play. This one will be coming in. You just have to give it some time. JPM, I mean, look at all these. JPM's even stretched. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is going to be, when these markets come in, guys, it's going to be bad news. Gosh, I haven't really, wow, that one. KSS, that one's lights. That was another one. There's the 20 MA starting to peek its ugly head out right there. I think. We'll have to give this more. But another one, stretched pig. Light. We shorted that one too. We're already done. That one, gosh, every one. Lows, short lows. Love, oh my gosh, short love. Holy cow. MasterCard, that one's stretched. That one might have a monthly topping tail. Oh my gosh. And they're all stretched, guys. That one, we shorted that one. We added more, came back in, covered again, added again. You know, that one just keeps giving too. MLM. That was a Trump trade. But yeah, so you see what I'm saying with that stuff? Like mean aggression. Thanks. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's just, you know, these, you know, look at Nvidia, and this is the one I was going to for a while. Look at Nvidia, how stretched it is. Next thing you know, this is going to be a $70 stock, $60 stock, and everyone's going to be like, no, what's Nvidia? Well, when it gets stretched, it comes down. It's as simple as that. Sorry, Mr. Momo. What do you think about that one? It's rocking up. Momo, is it still going up again? Oops, not Omo. Omam. Momo. Slow it down. Slow it down. Wow, still going up. So, yeah, well said, you know, we're adding here around 33. If you did that, if it was going towards the 35, then you got to add a little bit more. Right now, there's no technicals, guys. So it's your guess is as good as mine. Next thing, you know, you got to think, if you go from 0 to 100, the 382 is at 3820. 3820, you're going to have just natural resistance. So you could go with that. You could play the Fibonacci levels then, the $25 area, the 3820 area, the 50% area, the 682, you know, or the 618, 6180. That's another area. So maybe this is going towards the 382, 3820, maybe 35 at least at this point. But I don't know. Maybe they're getting a buyout or something. So I'm not sure with that one. SPR. Let's look at that one real quick. SPR. SPR. That's it. Wow, look at this. Second. Well, yeah, tried getting through that trend line right back down. Yeah, you could play it if you want to. If you're long, tighten that stop. If you're short, just use the all-time high, 62.90 as a stop out. Or maybe go 63.90, a little bit higher. But short this one and play it out. And if it does work out, it's a monthly chart. You should be back to $50. Should give you at least a $10 move, at least a 5 to back the gap window here. But that's a great play right there too. SPR. You know, again, easy. If you get above 63.50, 63, or maybe 64, you get the hell out. You know, a couple dollar stop. But right now, you know, it would have been nice if it would have went. I bet you it probably retraced. Yeah, look at that freaking retrace. Yeah, right there. Look at that little topping tail. Yeah, I mean, if you want to short it, you can. You might pop back up to 63 area, but short it here. If it pops back up, add a little bit more. If it goes a little bit higher, then you just stop out. But right now, another high flyer that's probably, you know, possibly going to come in. Hi, John. What do you think about Humana? Yeah, they got so much crap about the healthcare stuff, so you got to be careful with that. We went short Aetna maybe yesterday or 2 days ago. Yeah, Humana. We were in this one for a while. They got me. It pulled back in. We finally got out for a profit. Went right back up. It's not a bad area, man. It's just with this healthcare crap and Trump and all that stuff, it's really hard to say with these. I took a small position of Aetna, but I mean, you're right back to double top up here. For me, I would short it, but you can easily go to 220, 230 on this. I think they had some news with a buyout or some crap. That's why it was going up here. And then we pulled back, went back up. So just be careful with this one. I have no problem shorting it because you're at double top. Just go light. And remember, if it starts going 225, 230, you might have to stop out or possibly add more. If you add more here, add more at 230 area, your average would be about 224, 225, and that wouldn't be bad. Markets pull back, these should all come back down, period. I mean, I shorted this one too, the Aetna. Same play, same crap. It's up a little bit in my face, but whatever. Again, it came back in, it retraced, came back here, it retraced on here. I'm waiting. If it goes up a little bit more, I'll add a little bit more up in here, and then of course double top. So I'm just going to take it slow and steady on this one and hopefully get something out of it. Netties is coming in. Price line pops up. Unbelievable. HRS, Costco's just holding tight after earnings. Tesoro's still a little bit positive. Oil's catching a little bit of a binge. Ooh, excuse me, guys. Wow. Altitudes are ridiculous. I used to be in the business there. Yeah. I mean, it's getting to the point. Short HRB. Let's see. HRB. Which is this one? Herb? Is it a marijuana stock? I mean, I don't know. We filled the gap today, and that's where it pretty much stopped. It's trying to get above it. Hold on here. Health insurance, ridiculous. How about Fold? I bought puts yesterday. I was going to try to short it into the 20 MA, but it bounced back hard today. I'm debating on getting out of the trade. H&R Block. Okay. I thought it was Herb. Wow. I must have earnings today on H&R. I would say you did fill the gap here. Yeah, I wouldn't short it yet. Let's see if we can get a little. Let's look at a bigger time frame. Yeah, not yet. I'd start shorting here, maybe around 27 bucks. If it gets there, then 29. Right now, you are running into some big resistance, even around 25. So it really depends on the markets and what they do. Apparently, they had earnings or something or some news. So right now, I mean, still though, look down, sideways, inside bar, bearish pattern. So I guess if you go to 27 or up in this upper bar, or even 29, 30 area, you could probably start to short it. If you're long, just enjoy the ride. But you know that there's some stuff coming up here, especially in here. 30 bucks would be even a better area if it made it up there. You got tax season coming up, so everyone's getting all giddy and stuff. So yeah, just be careful with this one. Nothing yet for me. You're just chopping around here on a monthly basis. Look at the weekly. Same thing. You still got to get above these areas here, but we are back above the 50 and the 20. So I wouldn't rule out if it could make us run for the $30 area. But that's if the markets stay buoyant. If the markets start to sell off, this one's not going anywhere as well as the other ones too. Let's see, Fold. So you bought a put yesterday. They're jamming it to you today. Yeah, and even yesterday too. Damn. Man, I mean, the only thing I could say is that you had the retrace here. What's the trading volume on this one? Oops, hold on. Thought I was getting better at this with this new charts. I shouldn't say they're new. I had them for maybe 6 months. You are into 618. You almost made 750. You are back above the moving averages. Whatever happened yesterday with that, you are pulling back a little bit. But gosh, let's look at the daily. That'll get a little more. Yeah, no, well, daily that one came in good. Hold tight on this one. You have a little topping tail. You might get a little more pain here, but eventually you are above the moving averages. Tough. So even if it comes in down to this area here, or even the moving averages, you're probably going to have to get out. Is that the Fold? Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. But you do have a little topping tail here, with some volume. They must add earnings or something that's coming right back in. So just hold on. You need the markets to dump. I don't know what this thing is, but you do have a gap to fill here too, though, and this blue line. So it could go back up. Right now, it's a 50-50 shot. You're in between here. You are holding the 50% retrace, but if the SPY sells, you could possibly get more action. But you are above the MA, so it is slightly strong still. If you would have bought that put yesterday, this is where you just would have exited and get the hell out. It came down to the low end of this candle. That's where you had some support with the 5-0 retrace. And that's where it started, excuse me, pushing up. Man, These sessions are killing me. No. Yeah, so just be careful with that one. Short it to the, yeah, I mean, I see it with the 28 on the finally dumping intraday. Yeah. Is it cat coming in? Yeah, $2 now. Yeah, a little bit, nothing crazy. IBM. IBM, yep, starting to give it up. Slightly bullish pattern on the daily. You are cracking below the 20 MA here, though. But this is another one, I think, on the monthly that it too far, too fast. Yeah, you're still stretched from here. You're still you have a lot of resistance coming up in this area. You have the 618. It could make it to the 191 area, but if the markets give it up, this thing's going straight back down. So if you are short this one, just hold tight. You're going to get a lot lower prices on this one, in my opinion. And the daily too. If the daily gets below the 20 MA, let's see if we could crack down. Then you're just watching. If this bullish pattern fails above the MAs, I mean, this thing went from 147 to 182. Come on, you got to have a pullback in here somewhere, guys. It's just the nature of the beast. So let's just keep an eye on this one. If you want to short it, you can. Even puts probably wouldn't be too bad, but if the markets stay buoyant, you're going to get smashed. So go out a little bit on it and don't go all in. Shares would be my preference or my opinion, but if you have to do puts, just be careful that you start getting your butt whipped. You just got to get out of them. Say, I gave it a shot. So, and that's how you'd have to play it. You get these quick moves. You get a down move one day, you just got to get out and say thank you. But yeah, you had a nice little sell, but that was the sell with the SPY. And then see how the SPY started staying buoyant, and this thing kind of chops around. The SPY starting to pull back a little tiny bit now. And look at that. So if you get the SPY to dump, all these are going to go straight down, guys. I can't say that enough. Burlington, URL. Burlington, we did go short. Still pulling back a little bit. Staying buoyant here today. Yeah, oh yeah, Burlington's coming back down. Burlington will be, look at the monthly. Monthly starts stretched to the max. Honestly, this one easily 90, then 85, $80. I wouldn't rule out 75. So that's in my opinion, of course. But yeah, if you're short this one with us, then just hold tight and enjoy the ride. We should start. This thing couldn't make it through these high pivots here, and now it's back down below. $88 is in the cards here. Gets down there, you have a gap to fill as well. Again, if you go to my Twitter site, guys, here I'm going to pull it up right here. These are some of the trades we're getting in. So, Avgo, SMH, PM. What else here? Costco, we covered half, and that we're almost there. We got another couple bucks out of Costco, so we got to do that. Sign up for a free membership. Don't forget that, guys. StockBookie.com. Burlington, we're at 96.47, so we're in the driver's seat on this one. Price line, we're a little bit upside down, nothing crazy. Like I said, if it moves up, we'll add more than that. HII, where is that one today? HII, where is it? I don't have it. Hold on, let me pull this up. Where's the HII? Okay, there it goes. 216.42. So we're a little bit in the money on that one. ALB, we covered half. We did it again. United Airlines, we're in at 72.32. Where's that one today? 73.38. So we covered half. It's bouncing up a little bit, but that's okay. CLX, we're in that one too. I don't know where that one's at. I'm pushing this one up because if I hit it, it's going to go behind here. So CLX, I know I have it on here. I got to put these things in alphabetical order. So CLX, we added short. Let's see where that one is today. That one's down. So we shorted CLX 136.96. It's at 136.43. CBS, we have a short in that one as well. That one, Burlington, where's the CBS here? CBS is at 68.05. We're in at 68.25. Aetna, we're a little bit upside down. Let's see here. Gold, 115. That was the area. Thor, we did that one. MLM, we covered half, and that one's back to we did this one, but we added more. 223, 218. We did it again. Just keep it going. I don't care. Covered half, like Dallas or DAL. Here, I'll punch it here. So we swing short back in December. We added more. Average price was 50.90. Covered half. Added more. Covered half again. And we have a half position now. We'll keep doing it again. If it goes up, we'll do it again. I don't care. Just keep rinsing and repeating, guys. Win. We had an intraday trade on this one. We went from pretty much the same price here as our swing trade. We covered half right around, or we covered it all right around $100. This one we covered half at 98.48. Now it's 99.37. So this is another one. This is probably the fifth time we traded this one. ALB, same thing. This was another one. We shorted here at 104, covered half. You know, this trade come from the live session. I love the live sessions, you know, more eyes on the prize. Adding short again. Boom. Where's ALB? I think we're close to maybe $2 in the money again. Bam. I'm just gonna keep doing it, guys. I don't care. Everyone makes fun of me, you know, oh, you're doing that again? Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Why not? And then this one here, that covered half, you know, average price, boom, we're in that, you know, and we're riding that one down more. So what else here? PLCE, we added that one. Average price is 113.63, and that's the only one that's getting me today. That's kind of just pissing me off. It's at 119 holding, but you know what? That's another stretch play. We did do this trade, gosh, probably a couple months back, or whatever, and we made some good money on it. So it's the second time, so whatever. And this is we went back in again. So and then the door, we just added that one today. So you know, if you're not in this thing, you know, ask me. I'll put you in here. And that's a good vehicle for some of my swing trades too. So, oops, we don't want to take that one away. Let's go back here, slow and steady, right? Just like the markets. All right, there we go. All right, HII coming in nicely, is it? Let's see. Yeah, slowly but surely. I mean, that was another one, you know, so it's going to take a little time. But looking, you know, again, what is this one? Monthly stretch play, right? Stretch to the hill. It will be coming down. It's going to take a little time. I hope it comes straight down, but you know, it took 6 months to go up. It might take 2 months to come right back down. So you got to watch for that. You can play the puts weekly or intraday. If you buy 2 or 3 months out, you'll get killed. Things just, it's just tough. Period. You know, I'm playing shares and that's it. What do you think about long APA? APA. I'm not going anything long right now. No, this is going back down to $30. These markets break down, it's going to be lights out for all these things. Like it's making lower or higher lows or lower highs, and it's starting. You know, it goes right back into resistance. This top here and right back down. Yeah, I wouldn't go long here. Yeah, I see what you're saying because it's beat down, but let's see if let's see. If anywhere. Maybe around $48, and if that level fails, you know, you got some, you know, you got this lower pivot here, you got this lower pivot there. Yeah, I wouldn't touch this one, not yet. And we're right in that area where the markets can break down, and let's just see what the. Yeah, right there is not bad, 46.30. But you know, these markets break down. This is going to go lower. And I'd rather see this thing at $32 and going long there than you know trying to go long here and the markets break down and this thing just falls on its face. But you know, we do have a gap fill, which it filled today, looks like. So that's why we're kind of bouncing. And you have the 50 even number, so it could maybe a short-term bounce, maybe. But if the markets go down, this thing's going to go with it. So you got to line it up with the markets. If the markets stay buoyant, this one could possibly bounce. If the markets start to dump, it's going to go lower. It will definitely go to the 48, you know, 07 area in here, and then possibly lower. So you got to line it up with the markets. You want to have the wind at your back when you're taking these trades. You know, if you go long on this and we get one bounce, and then the next day we get 4 days of, you know, 200 down on a Dow, 300 down on a Dow, this thing's going to be down in here around $40. So that's what we're kind of playing too. You know, just I'd rather have the SPY going up and everything going up, and that's why I don't go long too. I can't go long at stocks when the markets are at the top, because eventually this thing sells. It's going to take everything down with it. I can't say that enough, guys. Let's see here. MU. I've been looking at MU. They do a semiconductor stack, AMD, and memories. What are your thoughts on them? MU, yeah, you got a lot of hype around this one. Excuse me, guys. I wouldn't do anything with this one. It had a hell of a run. I mean, this thing went from $9 to $25. Markets pull back. This one's going a lot lower. That's it. Almost into the 618 here. We were talking, I believe we were talking about this double top. They pierced it through, got everybody bullish again. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything. If anything, I'd short this one. I mean, it might go to 26. It could go to 29, but if the market's dump, is not going anywhere. You had a hell of a run on this one, 100 and whatever % move, you know, from last year. I can't get long in these. It's just, yeah. What about dries? Exactly. All in, man. It's going to 400. That's what Kramer was saying. Buy dry ships and make sure when you get your 10,000% return, you hold it for more. God, when that thing was hitting 100, I was begging people, sell it, sell it, sell it. You got a huge move. And then you get upgrades to 300, 275, and guys are upgrading. It was like, oh my gosh, get out of this trade. And everyone, you're just saying it because you're not in it. It's like, no, I'm saying it because it's coming into resistance. You better dump. And then 2 days later, they halted and it's like lights out. And there's still people trying to buy that turd. Oh my gosh. And all it does is, well, it's just taking all their money. Go donate your money to a better cause if you want to go into dries. But yeah, I mean, this thing had a great retrace. This is your area up here. You started breaking down. You got great resistance in here. So if you're long, tighten that stop. There's really nothing wrong with it. But again, if the market sell, this one's going down. It had a great run. If you want to go long, let it pull back first, and then let the markets pull back, and then you could go long. But don't chase this thing. This is when you would have been doing it. When you got this bounce, and then it goes right back in the double bottom, never pierces the 931, and then up, and away. Don't chase it up here. And if you're long, just tighten that stop. What about Netflix? Seems like everyone is hating on this one. Stock and Twits. Yeah. Yeah, Netflix, I'm short Netflix, so I've been holding on for dear life. They got me as it popped up. But yeah, I mean, this is great. I had one of my people that I consult, we wrote some calls in this one, and this one came in really nice. This one worked out really well for us at least. But I'm short with shares for myself, but writing calls here was a beautiful move. When it popped up here, it kind of was like, oh gosh, but it came back in. Calls are just going to nothing, so it's been a beautiful thing. All right, guys, so 330 almost in the cards. The SPY's starting to come in a little bit more. If you're in the IBB trade short with us from the 299.73 area, just tighten that stop up. I'm hoping if we get one more move down, I'm just going to exit this trade and be done. We took half off at 298.10. I might just take the rest of it off and be done with it. The IWM's back at the lows. What else? Is SPY's coming in a little bit. That's it. Yeah, Netflix, though, hold on tight. See, like this one, if you would have bought puts, you would have got murdered. So, but right now, though, we're right in that area, guys, where you can buy puts, but just make sure it's a month out and don't load the house. Go a couple $100 worth. That's it. 1 or 2 contracts, done. You make $300, $400, $500, you get out. Done. Thank you very much. On to the next one. So just keep doing it that way, guys. But yeah, Netflix, though, even if you go to the monthly, I think that's a little bit stretched too. Yeah, it's time will come. This is going to be $110 stock again. If you want to short Netflix, short it. You might get some news in between there, but make sure you buy yourself enough time. For me, I would just go with shares. All right, guys, dries. Let's do it. It's getting cheap down here. This thing's about to explode. But honestly, though, it's not looking bad down here for a short-term play. If you got to play dries, you just get in this thing and you let it sit. Expect it to go to zero, though. So if maybe if you take a couple $1,000s worth, you could buy almost $3,000 shares. If this thing goes to $10, boom, you made 30 grand and you're done. Just make sure you get back to 10, you sell the flipping thing. But you could play it, whatever you're willing to lose. If you can lose 10 grand, put 10 grand into it. If you can only lose $1,000, only $1,000. That's how you got to play it like an option, knowing that it could possibly go to zero. I'm not playing it, but Daniel there punched it up there, so I had to at least address it. Dries well, it was $500 if you buy $1.25 here, and if it goes up 1.5, yeah. I mean, you could take it. If I tell everybody, if you have to do this one, just take a small size. That's it. Don't get crazy. And hold it. And if you get that pop up, and make a couple grand, get out. Not going to be a millionaire. This is a marathon, guys. It's not an overnight thing that I want to find one trade and make all this money and it's going to be great. Got to do a little bit at a time. But watch. All right, SPY's coming back down. Let's pull up the SPY right now. Same with the IBB. So let's see here. Let's go back. And getting some more people signing up, guys. Appreciate that. Hopefully I get to do more of these live videos. I'm almost up to 100 people on my sign up thing. So I'm hoping to get a couple hundred people, and I'm going to start charging you guys. And then I can make some side cash on it. And I'll take that money and we'll put it into the dry ships, and we'll try to get that one with that. And if I make money with that from the money you guys give me, I'll give it back to the to all you guys. Yeah, black or red, you got it. Yeah, that's what I tell people too. If you want to gamble, go to the casino, get some drinks, get drunk, and lose at the casino. At least you get some food and drinks, comped. I mean, at least you could get that. You might even get some tickets to a basketball game or something. So, but but yeah, right now, again, if you're new on here, go to the website, sign up for the free membership, stockbookie.com. I'm going to keep pushing that a little bit more, guys. I want to get people on. My wife's been bugging me lately. How's that thing going for you? Are you ever gonna charge? I said, yeah, well, maybe one day. I said, but I still run a printing business, guys. If I ever charge, I'm going to charge minimal so I can actually do this every day. I'm going to take the money that you guys pay me and pay someone to run my business. That's how I'm trying to work it. So if I could get, 500 members that pay me, 10, 20 bucks a month, I could pay this guy to run my business and I could be doing this every day. I'd rather be doing the trading every day. I make a hell of a lot more money than running my business, but I've been running my business for over 14 years and it's just something I just can't give up overnight because it does pay me well as well. So I'm not going to give that up. But if I can make enough money doing this online stuff and pay somebody, then it's kind of a wash. So that's what I'm kind of trying to do. And eventually I'd just like to do this full time and get paid for it. But again, I'm going to charge minimal. I just love to teach people and love to, show people trades and try to make money. That's what I'm trying to do here, guys. IWM. Yeah, I see that. We're right back to the lows of the day. And break. And, we talked about this. We're back into the 50. Remember when this thing, watch my videos every day, right here, bounce in, just couldn't crack this 140 level. And boom, when it can't crack it, it's going to take the path of least resistance. And if this thing starts to break down, yeah, we talked about this for months. If the IWM and the IYT are not leading the markets, remember they were lagging, and all of a sudden they had to get up, and then they still lagged here, and the SPY was still going up, and it's still lagging here. If this thing starts to go down, you're going to watch the markets go down with it. This will start taking the staircase down here, and then see how it's a little bit more on the weaker side than the SPY. I mean, it's only down 51 cents today, nothing crazy, but SPY's almost back to the lows of the days, guys. Wow, we got a half hour left. Do we dump out? All right, if you're in the IBB with me short, we're at 297.96 now. So if you didn't take half with me, please take something off the table. You're at some support right here. Let's see if we could get down a little bit lower. Let's put a retrace on this chart here. Now, this is what we'll be doing, guys. If you guys pay me 25 bucks a month, believe me, I will make you guys money. Shit, $250 a year. Are you kidding me? Here we go. SPY's testing. I paid guys two to 300 bucks a month to teach me how to trade. And it was the best flipping money I ever flipping spent. Period. And then I got people $25 a month. That's a lot of money. Well, shit. If you took this IBB trade with say a couple hundred shares, you would have got there's your money for the year, right? You think Navi is bottoming off the 200 MA in the daily chart? Nah, I don't touch anything on this longs. The SPY's starting to break down, guys. You don't want to be caught in these markets when this thing flip and flushes. Your head's gonna flip and pop off. It's gonna be one of those. Everyone's gonna run to the exit, and this thing's gonna drop like a flipping rock. This is the IB. Well, the IBB too. It's all gonna drop. Look at everything go. SPY's dumping, not dumping, but moving down. IWM, the Qs are starting to sell. The DIA's at the low of the day. Don't go long in these markets right now. I know it's probably a bottom feeder play or what have you. Let's look at it real quick. Yeah, it's holding that, but no way. You got a gap fill right here. This is where it's going. It's going 1347. The markets start to dump. You're going to 1265, period. And yeah, it's holding the gap window here too. I see that, but markets dump out. It's nighty night for everything. I don't care what stock it is. I don't care what name it is. I don't care if it's Apple, Buffett's buying, Buffett's loading the house. I don't give a shit. It's all coming in, guys. Period. Look at the USO today. But it's bullish. OPEC meeting said. And RBC's been upgrading oil for months. It's gonna break out. Yeah, really? Yeah, good break. I wish I had that schmuck's job. It's gonna break out. I've been telling everybody for freaking months since this pattern here. This is a bearish pattern. Every time it gets above the MAs, it sits there, comes right back in. This thing breaks down. I think we just talked about it in our last video or a couple of videos ago. Nice little retrace, get all the suckers back on. They dumped it in their damn face today, big time. My SEO trade. Y'all laughed at me. You're taking SEO. How's that trade going for you? Well, it's freaking ripping ass right now. All right, DIA is fine. Yeah, everything's starting to break down. So it just, again, get too excited, guys. Because I'm loaded to the house on my shorts. So, but I'm in a bunch of different ones with the right size position. So I'm not in two that I'm loaded in the house. I'm in about I'm in a lot of trades, guys. Let's put it that way. So let's see. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, there we go. We're breaking down now. Not breaking down, but we're starting to pull back. Hold on here. My charts got off. All right, so yeah, we just filled that gap, guys, on the SPY. So that's why we're bouncing here. Damn, forgot about that as I'm blabbing away. Look at that. So we hit the gap, 236.51. We did bounce a little bit. This has got to hold. If this doesn't hold, we're going right down to this 236 area. So we did fill the gap right now here, just to let everybody know. Let's see if we do move up. Yeah, look at that. Damn, forgot about that. Just blabbing away here, not paying any attention. It's not really bothering me. A 10 cents bounce, nothing crazy. So let's see if we go a little bit higher. If you are in the IBB, hold tight here. Damn, it did go. Well, let's see. Well, we're getting this all. Let's see if we can flush out. If we flat, there we go. There we go. All right, guys. If you are in this from the 299.73, take half off. Take something off here. It's a little bit over a $2 move. If you have a couple hundred shares, you just made $600. That paid me for the year. All right, let's go here. Let's see if we can get down. I'm thinking maybe 297 here. If the SPY keeps going down, this will go lower, period. They're trying to hold the 50 MA here. Let's look at the 60-minute real quick. 60 minutes holding the 20 MA. God, look at their goal in life. Let's get it above the moving averages. Everyone's going to think it's good. But look what? Guess what? We filled the gap here, and that's where it was lights out. So let's see if we come back below the. I might actually hold this half position here. Unless we get another buck, then I'll just dump it. So we're holding the SPY, the gap fill at 236.51. Yeah, that bullish pattern on the 60-minute SPY is starting to play out a little bit. But again, we have 49 million on the day. Hard to sell off on a light volume day. But if we do sell off, it could get really nasty, guys. All right, guys, I'm just looking at some other stuff to see where we're at. Google's staying a little bit buoyant. McDonald's is up a little bit. Of course, Facebook's positive. Why not? It's Facebook. They're going to stream baseball now. God, I mean, the stock should go to 300. It's so stupid. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like Tesla, the Model 3, it's going to be great. And then everyone buys it, and then they slam it in their face. It's awesome. It's like, told you 52 times later, you're not going to listen to me. Sell Tesla, take money and buy lower, What chart software are you using, please? What is on the left screen? Thanks. I'm using eSignal. And I have 6 screens, guys. Someone just sent me a thing on Twitter. I'm not sure who it is, but I'll respond to him. eSignal. I don't know what he's seeing on the left side of the screen. I think this is the 10-minute chart. This is how I usually have it set up. Since I do the videos, I want to open it up for you guys a little bit. When I'm trading intraday, this is what I have. I got the 10, the 60, and the daily. I use the 200, the 20, and the 50 MAs. That's it for that. Keep it very simple. I look for, like for this one here, I could pull this one out. I'll stick a retrace here from this bottom to this top, because it's a little bit bigger time frame. So I want to know that. Shorter time frame, I'll go from the low to the high to see where we're at. But we even have a 297. We have a 382, so that could stop there. Excuse me. If the SPY starts to dump, then we'll probably go a little bit lower. But if we get to, 297, I'm going to just get out of this trade. I am short on a swing trade on the IBB and the XBI, so I don't care. I just want to look. Whoa. All right, hold on here, guys. All right, I think I'm going to get out. All right, hold on here. Look at that dump. All right, if you're not out of this one, take some money off the table, guys. I am out of my position at 296.76. I am done with this one. 296.96 or 76. Wait, yeah, 76. I'm out the IBB. There you go, right to the line. All right, so if you're in this trade, guys, dump it, get out, sell something, cover something, anything. Take the money and run, baby. Nice flush. Look at that. Damn, never made it. Got right to that line, gap fill, and lights out. Love this shit, guys. BA catching a bid. All right, then short it. Short that bit little, that's the Trump trade, guys. Nah, BA's coming right back in. Short this thing. Short them all. All these high flyers that we went over today, short them. It's going to be done, guys. Mark my words. Markets are almost there. EO, I'm out of my IBB, guys. Done. They flushed it out. Woo, look at that one. Oh, duh, yeah, nothing to do here. Was this a high flyer? Let's look at the monthly. Oh, look at that, another high flyer. Oh man, coming in for landing. But Kramer said, right here too. Goes up, down, goes right back up, retrace, it's gonna go right back down. If you're short this one, hang on tight. If you're long, tighten that stop up. Look at that, right to the 750 retrace. Right in there, right into these little pivots. Light nighty night. Yeah, if you're short this one, ride it down, Ruben. Yeah, baby. Yeah, to say easily to 85 bucks, and then if the markets really go, this thing's gonna go downtown. Let's go daily chart on this one. Yeah, look at that, starting to break. See how this one's starting to, markets are starting to go lower. It's starting to see how it caught a little bid with the SPY, and then the SPY starts to roll over, and then it can't even because oh man, this is you do have some support here though at the 9307 area, but if the SPY starts to dump, you watch everything will just dump. It's awesome. I don't care, guys, long or short. I don't care. Right now, it's just, okay, that makes sense then. USO is holding strong because that's pretty much closed, that trade. Anything else? Let me look at that. God, this sun just still pisses me off. I couldn't, lost my patience. Suzanne, if you're in here, I lost my patience today on this one, on children. But this one will come in again, guys. They're just holding, it's children's place, guys. It should be 140 at least. Oh, wait until this one just starts drifting. We got it here. We covered here. We did it again. We'll do it again. And just keep rinse and repeat. Bib down because they are talking about drug price. There you go. Yeah, we're already out. I'm done with the IBB for my intraday trade. Yeah, done, out. Hopefully you caught that one. And we took that one, like I said, at 299.73. We covered half at 298.10. We covered the last half at 296.76. So a couple bucks on that one, not bad. Yeah, I'll take that. Do that 4 times a day. 500 shares, 400 shares, 300 shares, even 200 shares would have been whatever. What would that be? At least 300 bucks. I mean, shit, that would have paid your whole year membership. All right, so SPY's turning down again. It did fill the gap. It only bounced about 15 cents. It did pierce it. Next level on the SPY. Gosh, man, hold on, guys. I gotta look at something real quick. Da-da-da. Man, everything's just tanking now. IBB. Hold on, sorry about that, guys. I was just looking at some stuff. Wow, look at this. Here we go. SPY's going down. All right, let me just pull up the SPY. I love this. This is the time to do it. I might be charging sooner or later. I really want to charge, though, a small minimum price to keep the trolls out. If someone's paying me 10 bucks a month or 25 bucks a month, that will keep out the people that come into this room and doing this stuff. And plus, I need a little bit of money to do the go to meeting and pay for that stuff, maintenance. And like I said, if I can hire someone else and do that, I can't do everything for free, guys. I make money in these markets, but hey, someone's got to pay me to do something. So, what else here? Haven't done anything on StockTwits since I went live. But I love this live stuff, guys. I appreciate you guys coming and following me and doing all this stuff. And hopefully I'm making you guys money, putting you into some good positions here. And Suzanne, remember the NVIDIA short that we did? Well, you got out of it, unfortunately, but the NVIDIA short call, covered those the other day, right around 12 bucks and 13 bucks. So then we were short from like 23. Yeah, those were beautiful. Those were great. Couldn't ask for more than that. But the patience, remember that we put those 3 months ago, and I went through some pain on those, believe me. But I was like, all right, you know what? Just sit tight. Oop, SPY breaking down, guys. I mean, not breaking down, but God, we're 86 down on the Dow. Nasdaq still trying to hold. Oh, somebody wants out. And believe me, it's not Trump. It's not all the bullshit. It's just time, guys. And when time's up in these markets, you don't want to be long. Let me tell you. But we filled the gap today. Let's see if we can hold it. We still have 15 minutes left, and then we'll go from there. What else going on here? GS is at the low. Tesoro's at the lows, almost at the lows. MLM's breaking down again. Nvidia went negative. NetEase went negative. Costco's down a little bit more. Yeah, shorts are paying. IBB, we got paid. And I'm still in a short with that one. That thing's going to be 290. The market sell, that's going to be at 290 by next week easily. Come on. They're holding the gap fill, though, right now. Anything else, guys, you want me to look at? Punch it in. Any trades you're stuck in? Any things you want to go short or long? Just punch it in. We did not fill the gap on the DIA. No, let's see. Yeah, we're not going to fill everything. Nope, not yet. Look at that. Gap to be filled there too, guys. Let's pull up the 10-minute just a little bit bigger. They're holding it up. I mean, remember, we got the light volume too. They're not all going to fill the gaps, but right there. The SPY's a big one. I could give a shit about the IW or the DIA, but I keep an eye on it because people ask me. Look at that. Nice gap up, get everybody on board, and now it's just a slow bleed. And then all of a sudden it'll be like, and everything will be tanking. Where are we on the Dow? Well, they're still trying to hold the 21,000 number because, they got to hold it as long as they can to get everybody in. That's all they do is pump this shit up for weeks and weeks and weeks. And by the time everybody, and everyone's, did you hear the Dow? Oh, yeah, it's 21,000. Oh, my gosh. Man, I think about putting more in there now. It's like, yeah. We did not fill the gap. Yep, CARB looking at for a short monthly is nuts. Oh, all right, here we go. Let's see. I don't think I've looked at this. Oh, maybe. What is this one? The CARB. Yeah, not. Let's see. Let's look at the monthly. Oh yeah, look at that. Jeez. Ay. Really stretched. Wow. What is this one? The CRB. What stock is that one? So I know a little bit more, but yeah, if you want to short this one, you could. Even the 20 even number, I like that. It could shoot to 25 if it gets more news or something like that. It could be a news-driven stock. I'm not really sure what it is. Did have a nice move from, it went to $6 to 21. You'd expect a pullback. Markets are trying to hold here, guys. Trying to hold this gap fill. Grandma's got Goldman Sachs and JPM on the line right now. You got to help me. I've given you guys all this money and Pomo for all these years. You have to help me now. And it's funny, they're gonna put the middle finger up to her face and say, yeah, honey, it's gonna be over. Sorry. Lights out. Goodbye. And it's gonna be just like every other time. Staircase up, elevator down. And everyone's gonna be scratching their heads. But every time I bought the dip, it went up. And this is when everybody buys a dip and then they start using margin. Buy the dip and margin. Ooh, load it up. And then it goes lower. Then it's margin calls. Then it's over from there. So, yeah, this one's not bad. I like the stretch job here. This can easily pull back here. 25 bucks maybe. If you wanted to add something small here, I wouldn't, that would be fine with me. But if you want to really wait patiently and see if you can move up a little bit more, to the 25 area, the even number here, up in this area. I mean, it's not too far away. It is getting stretched, though. I do like the fact that could pull back. Just look at this, guys. Gets stretched, comes in, comes back in, gets stretched, comes in, gets stretched from the downside, comes in. Now it's really stretched from these moving averages. But look, it comes in, goes up, comes in. Now it's like, oh, but the market's been going up. So it's been kind of going, that's been feeding the fuel on this one. So if you want to go short on that one, I have no problem. But you got to know that could possibly go to the even number at 25. Sometimes it likes to go that even 22, 23, 24, 25. But just beware. But if you had to, it's not a bad area. A little bit over the pierce the 20 even number. I mean, you could play it as, if it gets above the 21.54, you just stop out. Or maybe 22.55 area in that area, you could do that too. I do like that. Yeah, that's not a bad chart. Good catch there, bud. But back to the SPY, filling the gap, getting a little bit of tail. Someone's coming in here. See where the volume's coming in. 54 million on this chart here. 3 million. We're gonna get 3 million on this. We got 2 minutes left. All the volume comes in. It's oh shit. Hold it up, Grandma. You don't get your don't get your hopes up. This thing can't go up forever. And oh yeah, it's the rate hike. That's what it is. That's what's causing all these issues. And Trump. No, it's called, here, if you're just joining me and you never came to my videos before, it's called a market's that out of flipping control right now. It's just, it's not a matter of if it's coming in, it's a matter of when. Here's the markets. Here's your .com crap right here. Here's your housing crap right there. And this is QE1, QE2, QE3 to infinity and beyond. Right up to the top here. I had another level at 242.40, then at 240 or 254.83. I don't know if we're going to get there, but right now, you know, I mean, we're in this big channel. We've been channeling up all this way. This is the monthly chart, guys, but now it's starting to get a little long. This is just getting ridiculous at this point. And this is the one, guys, staircase up, and all next thing you know, we're back down to, you know, this 200 moving average. This is at 138. Not that it's going to fall that fast. We still have a lot of support coming in, but I wouldn't rule out right here around 184, 185 in these double bottoms. And this is going to be a quick one, guys. It's just going to be, and then, you know what, if it comes down to here, maybe long, but, you know, some point in my life, you know, in this downturn, we will be going long and catching the bottom. Like I said, long or short, I don't care. Just want to be on the right side of the trade. All right, we got 5 more minutes or 10 more minutes here. Any earnings plays, guys, coming up today? Anything that we could possibly scalp or do anything like that? Let's see. Let's look at the earnings today. Come on. Everything's going a little bit slow. I don't know. I'll go through the earnings today, probably post something. Any big names coming out today? PLCE, which got me. That's still pissed about that one, but it's a monthly chart play that, you know, I got to give it time. So, you know, it's just one of those things where, you know, playing the monthly chart. So you got to sit in them. Just don't go huge. Be aware that you could possibly add more if you have to. All right, so this thing's SPY's coming in a little bit more here again. It's trying to test the lows. Oops, that's not the one I was looking for. Let's pull this one off. Let's just open this one here. So we're almost back to that area again, the gap fill. So, you know, just be aware that we just filled the gap today. It could bounce. We'll see. You know, it looks like it's not it's trying. Volume's coming in. Last 10 minutes, hard to say. If you were in the IBB, you know, I hope you're out now. It's slowly getting a little bit of a bounce, but we had that nice little flush out there. We capitalized on it and got the heck out. So there we go. Made a little bit of money on that one today. Just looking at through these earnings plays. Let's see if we can find something here, if anything's good. I don't see, I mean, I'm just going briefly through these just to see if I see anything that run. So TLRD, we looked at that one today. They have earnings after hours, so that's a little bit tough to play. You know, if you did take a position, beware of that. You know, again, just don't load the house and you'll be all right. If it goes up, you add a little bit more. It goes down, enjoy the ride. Valspar goes today, so you got to be aware of that. Was that? Oh, that was before market open. Anything else? I don't really see anything. If you guys know of any other earnings plays, let me know. We could take a look at them too. So let's see here. John, is it time to get puts? Maybe. You know, I believe me, I want to do it, but gosh, the way these markets are, I just don't see enough. I want to see a bigger volume day and a bigger down day, and then a nice reversal, you know, like a retrace, and then the dump out. I don't know if we're going to get it. You know, you look for that high volume reversal. I mean, we might have got it on, you know, at 5 days ago on the 300 up day on the Dow, but it was only 150 million, and it didn't really reverse until the next day. I just want to, you know, if I'm going to tell people to buy puts, I want to make sure it's going to be the right time. I mean, if you wanted to, you could nibble, but, you know, just beware that we could sit here for another month. I mean, that's what these markets are doing. They go up and they just sit, and then they go up and they just sit. So, but, you know, I really want to see some more evidence and some more volume in these markets before we dump out. We could we could be selling on the Friday sell-off. You know, we haven't had a good Friday sell-off in a while. So you got to just be patient with these markets. Believe me, I want to say, you know, buy puts across the board. Do it now. But it's just tough. You know, if you can withstand some pain, you have a decent side account where you can add, you know, but just remember, if you're starting to get your ass kicked in a put, pull it. You know, don't wait for it. If you make money in a put, take it off the table. UNFI earnings today. I don't know what that one, UNFI, I'm not sure what that one is. That's not really. I mean, it went back up. Apparently, we looked at this one before, backed off. Yeah, if it goes up, maybe 56. I'll watch that one too. But I'm hungry too. I want to eat some lunch as well. Been doing this. This is when did we start at 1? This will be 3 hours today. So got to get paid for some of my time here, guys. We got the IBB trade. That was cool. So we got paid on that one. Happy about that. Offshore boss. Did you just do my Twitter page? I'm not sure. Are you in this? Are you in this one? Are you legit, buddy? You're not a troll? I'll let you into my Twitter. Yeah, so that's the thing too. We talked about this. We had a couple trolls in these live sessions, and not really lately. I know how to block them now right off the bat here. I actually learned how to do that, so now I could get rid of them real quick. But yeah, they just keep punching up crap in this feed, and I can't follow you guys and all that stuff. So if you guys have anything else you want me to look at, punch it in, long or short, whatever. I don't care. Spies at gap fill again, going a little bit lower, so beware of that. And I'm going to call it quits in about 5 minutes, right when the market closes. So if you have anything else, and remember, go to my site, StockBookie.com, sign up for the free membership. You get the email before I go live with my live sessions. I do the the videos every night, and I'm going to hop into some different stocks too and do some videos like on the Teslas and stuff. Yeah, David, no problem, man. Yeah, like I said, I love this stuff. It's freaking SPY. This market's driving me nuts. Right when you think of the things breaking down. But we did fill the gap today, though. First step. It is stepping lower, coming in. Got to respect it, though. Still like volume. 57 on the day, guys. 57 million. You would now if you had 157 million and we were dumping, then it would be pretty cool. Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah, thank you, man, for coming too. Hey, man, we've been making money. That's all that counts. So it's what it's all about. I don't care. I was going back and forth with a guy today. He was ripping me about the Children's Place trade. And it's like, dude, it's a monthly play. I just put the trade on today. Sometimes they come out right away. But, with this monthly stretch job on PLCE, I'm taking a short. And then right away, he's like, well, I sold my calls for 1,400%. It's like, did you post that trade on your site, dude? Great trade. I didn't post it. I don't have to. And it's like, well, just post trades on your site when you take them, and then we'll see where they go. Then he blocked me. So it's just so stupid. All I'm trying to do is help people. That's it. That's it, guys. But yeah, you follow me on StockTwits. I do some intraday stuff on there. When you say gap fill, is that the support area? Yes, because you have the gap here, Suzanne. See, and this is the gap here, right in this area here. I'll open this up a little bit more. Yeah, so gap fill is right here on the daily, right at 236.50. So when that does, that's going to be support. But there's different ways these stocks come into support. See how this thing's been falling the last couple of days into support? You probably get a little bit of a bounce. You look more on the intraday. So when this thing had 1, 2, 3, 3 candles down in this area, you'd expect this thing to bounce a little bit. But since the markets are slightly on the weaker side, if it was earlier in the day, I'd expect a bigger bounce, but since it's at the end of the day, I wouldn't. I wouldn't doubt if we, flush down to the, I would have liked the 236 area down in this. And then, of course, you got the 20 MA curling up in the price too. But right here too, you have a gap fill too, right around 235.10. So you're going to have more support down there. But it all depends on how this thing's setting up. Like if you go to the USO, just to show you one, this one, the reason why we blasted through the gap fill here up at 1093, because we had huge bearish consolidation here. If you have huge consolidation coming into an area, I mean, you even had the 200 MA here and huge support and gap fill, and this thing flushed right through it. But that's coming off this big bearish pattern. If you go to the weekly, there's different ways to look at these charts, guys. You look at the weekly chart on the USO. If you're in the IBB, protect it or take some off. Can't say it enough. This here, this is how I see it at least. Everyone thinks it's bullish because it's above the MAs, but for me, it's slightly bullish. It is. You got to respect that. But as you come down and go sideways in this bearish manner, that's setting up for lower prices. It always doesn't work out. Don't get me wrong, guys. I don't have a crystal ball. But as I'm following this chart for the last 8 weeks or so, 2 months, that's telling me you're setting it up. So what I'm waiting for on the short side, I need this thing to get below the 50 and the 20, and boy, it did. Look at how it ripped through there from this bearish pattern and right back to this trend line. If this trend line breaks out from this bearish pattern, I'm telling you, we're going to $10 on this one. My SCO trade is going to be freaking $40. So $40 when it's split, it will be 80. We're in 67, like 27, right in that area. That's going to be a hell of a trade, guys. That's going to make up for my shitty NVIDIA trade, but that thing's slowly bleeding. My Goldman trade that I've been getting slapped on, the JPM trade, that holy crap, short GS and JPM, the bank stocks, guys, those are going to come in fast and furious too. All right. Thanks, Bookie. As usual, you kick ass. Thanks, Frank. Yeah, I try, man. Sometimes, hey, I try to put us in some good trades. That's all I'm trying to do. If I have more eyes, I start teaching you guys. And if you pay me a monthly fee, it's going to be more education. I'm going to show you gap fills, show you, what I'm looking at, and then when we have 100 people looking at this crap and finding areas, we're going to freaking bang out trades left and right. I'll put the blessing on it. I mean, even like the IBB, I had my eye on that all day. Let me tell you, once we hit this thing and couldn't get up and we filled the gap, it was like, holy shit, this thing might roll over here. It didn't roll over, but hey, I'll take $3 on a trade. See how they're trying to hold this thing? So hold it 20 MA. Everyone will think it's bullish. Boom, we close below it. So yeah, if you're still in the IBB, you can hold on. Yeah, that's my Thinkorswim stupid platform. That I'm still doing paper trading on that, doing puts and calls, because I'm still learning that crap. I hate those things. I'll write puts and write calls, but puts and calls, I'm finding out that, yeah, if you would have done anything with that, you'd be getting your ass hammered. So I'm a share position, guys. I've been trying to do spreads too and stuff, so trying to learn that crap too. So, all right, guys, I think that's it for today. Well, someone mentioned this one on earnings. Let's see what's going on with this one. Is it doing anything? Rates will be keep what? Thanks. If they raise their rates, banks will keep going gaining long. Maybe. I don't know. It's everything's still overdone. I still think we need a pullback. They did hold the gap fill though area on the SPY, guys. So beware of that. But it's looking a little bit weak. We still have the 20 MA on the SPY and all that good stuff. So beware of that. Let's pull that up really quick. If you look at the daily, still nothing wrong, guys. I wouldn't doubt if they were up 7 cents. Come on, buy the dip, people. So we filled the gap. We're still above the 20 MA. But man, what a nice reversal with some follow through so far. So let's see if we could get some, sell off days tomorrow and Friday, and maybe we'll be right back here to 232, maybe even lower. This is getting interesting now, guys. The IBB, gosh, that up 274 on more lip service. It's out of control. So, all right, guys, that's it for me today. Again, sign up for my website, StockBookie.com, all that good stuff. I'm not going to bore you anymore with that stuff. And that's it, man. Thanks a lot for coming to the session. And if you have any questions, comments, send me an email at stockbookie@gmail.com. If you want me to look at something, if you're stuck in a trade and getting your ass hammered to you, I can look at it and see if we can help you out and possibly put you in some good trades. Again, thanks for coming to the session. God bless. See you on the charts.